Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are, whenever you're listening, have a good one. Let's see here. Welcome to Morning Brew. Oh, it's definitely Friday, November 5th. And let's see here. Today, of course, the featured channel is Jedi Bill. Of course, when I made the list, his channel size was especially smaller than mine, but now it's larger. Congratulations, keep going. But anyone who hasn't been to Jedi Bill's channel, check it out. The link is in the description below. Let's start with a chat from Mr. Grant Gregory, who said, looking forward to this. Cool. Then Captain Cockney Mirror Spock has the eyes that LG uses a lot. Let's see here. Stream Elements. Dave G. Sound. Good morning, Brew. And good morning, Dave G. Sound. The Random Menace. Coffee, the finest organic suspension ever developed. Greetings from the future. Feeling still like crap. Going to be tested again in 1 hour. Ooh, fun. And good morning, Ervik Sonder, who says, I'm roboting pretty bad. Okay. And I'm going to have to get some people on here to help while I reset. And good morning, Mark Krell. Good morning, PCAT. Good morning, Senator Church. I know I've been told I've been roboting pretty bad. I understand why. I'll have to reset this. Somebody come in. Mar, I hope you can. Unless somebody's able to come pretty soon, I'm going to just have to end this thing and hope that people what.
Hey, greetings from the future.
Good morning, good afternoon, excuse me. I'll be back.
Okay, Captain.
Good. Hello, everyone. I hope I'm coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, everything's loud and clear. And you know what the funniest thing is? Since Captain is gone, we can switch to German and make
Would be
everybody
a
guess
little,
what we're talking about.
yeah, would be a little bit unfair. So just finished watching The Eternals.
Is it any good?
It throws up a lot of questions.
Which I don't mind because the thing is they are probably planning to do more with them, so at least there will be have something to answer.
Well, let me put it that way. During the movie, Thanos becomes one of the good guys without we seeing him. Then he becomes the bad guy again. The
Mm-hmm.
Eternals are the good guys, but are the bad guys while being the good guys. So it's a little bit confusing.
Oh, it's confusing in that case. Okay, I don't think we should talk spoilers, but because I know that there are people who want to watch it. Jesus, I feel like crap.
Oh, big spoilers! Big spoilers. Okay, I've got one. Not all Celestials will survive. So don't get too cozy with one or two of them, or three.
Or all of them.
Well, I have to say, I thought the idea was pretty nice. Getting humanity judged by their actions, which then again is complicated.
But anyway, was it like a disaster that many people thought it's going to be? Professor, why do you think you're invisible?
Well, I have to go the LDG route there and say that at an event of that diameter that they had, or at an event of that scale that they had, that was missing a lot of characters like mutants and of course the Avengers.
Yeah, I understand. You know what? The problem with LDG's reviews is one simple thing. LD creates his theories, and if something doesn't match up his
That's
theory,
true.
he immediately says it's crap. I think
Exactly.
LD should be signing up as a writer for Disney. He is in
Ah,
Florida. There is the Disneyland. He can do it relatively easily.
yeah, but well, not everyone can write. You can have your theories and everything, but not everyone can write a story, which is why I was a little bit upset as NB Geek was here on the stream and said that every one of us on the panel could write a better Star Trek story than what's coming out at the moment. Because I don't think that a lot of people actually could write a better story.
Yeah,
They
that's
can
that's
think
that's the
about a
thing.
better
Yeah,
story, but not write it.
yeah. You can pitch a story that could be like interesting. The problem is that with fans, and you see it in all the fan productions that the fans are usually tackling something that was already there, and they just want to expand on something that was already previously done, or they want to course correct in the vision that was given to their own ideas, so it doesn't work out all the time. So I
Oh,
don't mind. I don't mind like fresh ideas, fresh stories, if fresh ideas and fresh stories are actually good.
hey, Bird. Hey, Mr. Londell. Welcome
Hello.
Where,
back to the track.
where do you see Bert? Oh, Bert is in the chat. Okay, hi Bert, and hello, Mr. Lundell. Good to see you.
Hello.
And I can't stay for much longer because every sentence that I'm speaking out loud is basically hurting my
I
throat.
can hear.
Damn. You
So,
okay?
thing,
No,
I
he's
have
not.
no. I'm actually sick, and I think I got it from my neighbor's children because I spent there like 2 hours helping my neighbor hanging up some pictures,
Oh boy.
and his wife told me that the kids were sick but they are okay now. Yeah, but
heiße
usually
Gemüsebrühe.
the walking germ containers, yeah, you know.
They are.
So I think I got it from them, but still, I got tested 2 days ago. Yeah, everything was negative, but I'm going to get a test like in something like 40 minutes, just to be on the safe side.
Josef,
If it's yeah.
ähm, trink einfach mal heiße Brühe, Gemüsebrühe. Hilft.
Ja, habe ich mir gemacht, aber
Und wenn du richtig starke Halsschmerzen hast, einige Leute sagen, Brühwürfel lutschen würde helfen.
So
Hey,
what's
hey,
this?
hey.
Plotting world domination
Aber
again?
Speaking the English.
yeah. We're planning the world domination here. I'm just getting hints and tips how to remedy a little bit of my sore throat. And you know what? I will try it. If I puke, I will make you responsible. And I have your phone
I'm,
number.
Mama
yeah,
Pray
you
has
do.
Honey and
ginger
lemon.
candy.
Okay.
She trying to make me eat. She tells me
Yes.
it'll help, but I don't know. I tried a piece. I couldn't. I couldn't.
Everyone ill at the moment.
couldn't
What's going
stomach it.
on?
You know what? Probably you could have something probably as well from Charlie, because Charlie and the Germ Factory. You know.
Oh, he definitely got it from Charlie. He was sick when my sister came.
Yeah. See.
He still is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for speaking German before, but some of the stuff I said to Joseph, I just cannot translate to English.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have done it in English.
I'm just having fun. Don't let this.
Hey, Professor,
I'm so
we're
offended.
still coughing, but other than the cough, I feel okay. I don't know how else to explain it. Other than the cough, I feel pretty decent, and it kills me. Unfortunately, I couldn't even record. I wanted to record my Prodigy review yesterday because I had the energy, but every time I tried to speak, I couldn't get through a sentence without coughing. So I couldn't do a review.
Yeah, bird of prey. Same to you, Gemüsebrühe.
Chicken broth or vegetable broth. Yeah.
I got to be very careful about what type of soup broth because of the sodium.
If you make it from scratch, you don't even have to put salt in.
I don't even know how to make from scratch. What are you talking?
What?
Not
What?
going to make Mama Pray slave over the stove for an
Oh,
hour to make broth
Jesus,
from scratch.
All you gotta do is boil some chicken.
Boiled chicken.
Boiled chicken.
Yeah,
Boiled chicken.
that's all you do.
Mamo Prey doesn't touch chicken meat, so you know what? Vegetables. Just cut some vegetables, put it in a pot,
Boil it.
boil it, and eat it.
Yeah.
Or do it like my dad does with onion soup. He makes the
Onion.
onion soup. He doesn't like the onions, so he picks out the onions. Make a chicken soup. You don't like the chicken, pick out the chicken. That way you still have
Yeah.
the ingredients and the taste and everything, the good stuff in the soup.
Mm-hmm. Or buy you a juicer, and just
No, it's the main thing is to have something really like hot, or it
oh
hot
yeah.
or warm, that basically helps you. But Bert, from what I understand, you are already on antibiotics.
I haven't
So
finished the antibiotics.
you already finished those. Yeah. Okay,
Well,
they anyway they should be in the system for at least 7 days. So
And
The
here's the fun
doctor
fact.
said, I mean, if it's a cold, antibiotics not going to do anything.
yeah, but
Mhm.
I know that's fact. But for with you, it simply prevents.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
one of
doctor
my
said if
Yeah.
it didn't go away soon, she was going to prescribe me another antibiotic.
teachers once said one time in the week you should eat chicken soup because it prevents you from getting ill. Because the chicken gets so much antibiotics that it is in the soup. Well, he kind of was right because if I have something, then I usually make chicken soup like my grandma used to do, and 3 days later I'm fine again. Even if my doc tells me that will take about 14 days, just take 3. So that's cool. I'm all for the chicken soup.
The chicken we buy says no antibiotics and no hormones, but who knows?
Yeah.
Buy the cheap
I
stuff.
used to get chicken soup from the Jewish deli nearby. It was delicious.
Oh, there
And
you
it
go.
really did used to make me feel better, but it's full of salt. I don't think I could eat it anymore.
It's probably kosher salt. It's good for you.
Yeah, that you're official.
The question is, what is kosher salt?
It's how it's prepared. Uh,
Because the funniest thing, I'm having always a good laugh when somebody says like mountain salt, like Himalayan salt or something like this. Basically, all the salt deposits that we have on this planet is sea salt.
yeah.
Everything
Uh-huh.
is sea salt.
No, but
Maybe how it is purified and
yeah,
what ingredients is going there. Yeah, that can be the difference. But if somebody says it's a mountain salt and
uh,
the best before date is something like
yeah,
July 2022, what does it mean? It was there for millions of years and it was mined just in time to get bad like in 6 months,
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I fall for the hype too. Okay, I've got sea salt. I've got Gaelic sea salt. I mean, what? I kind of fall for the hype too.
Hmm. The thing is really like the raw salt is basically everywhere the same because
Hmm. Yeah,
the planet used to be flooded, yeah, before all the continents arise and everything. So basically every salt mine is something where you have salt deposits from the water that used to be there.
yeah.
Jesus, my throat. But obviously how you prepare the salt, how you purify it, or what you add to it, like iodine or whatever they do,
Mhm.
yeah, that makes the difference. But the best before date on a salt packaging is just
Oh,
completely ridiculous
that's
BS.
too much.
Yeah.
Or Bird, if you have an Asian restaurant near you, you could ask them to make you something to eat that helps you
They're
with your
even more
pain and
salty.
everything. Yeah, just tell them to let out the salt if possible. They
That-
usually do that, and the restaurant of my choice would be Koi would be the cook there, and he always has. If I have anything, he tells me, "Okay, I will prepare some food for you. You eat it, and after it, you will feel better." And I feel better after it. No matter if it is a normal head pain or stomach problems or even what's it called in English?
Tell it in German.
Grippe,
Flu.
flu.
Yeah.
How did I not come on to flu?
Never mind. Never mind. I'm translating across 3 languages in my head, so that's fine.
Yeah, but the flu is in everyone's mouth at the moment. I should have known the word flu.
And yes, 54.5 Access Radio. Hashtag chicken soup and warm goat milk.
Goat? Well, no, wait. Back the hell up. This
No,
goat milk?
It's
No.
Mr. Londell. Just to put it, just to make put it into a concept where the goat milk comes from. Anti-Tracker started on his channel making fun of me because I said that I like goat cheese and sheep cheese.
Mm.
Yeah, and the thing, and immediately he came up with me drinking the goat milk directly from a goat standing above my head when I wake up in the morning. Like the goat jumps on the bed and I just drink directly the goat from the goat. So
Now,
and
see, that's kind of pornographic. When you think
and
about it.
you know what, this is, but it's not those are this is not my imagination, those are the thoughts Anti-Tracker came up with. So definitely it is not my mind that is screwed completely, and I'm not going to point fingers to others who are not here on the panel or in the chat, but yeah, it is Salty
But you
Tracker's
already
fault.
did.
Yeah. So now you have the whole story why then people are teasing me with goat milk, and especially people like 54.5 Access Radio who is always making fun of me. But you know what, the problem is goat cheese is really good. Goat milk is comes from the devil.
Hmm.
It is you can drink it when it is cold, and I mean literally like near the freezing point cold. Then you can drink it and not immediately vomit. But the second it comes, the temperatures go like to room temperatures, or you warm it up, the smell is it's basically, yeah, this is hell is not like sulfur and this type of smells. No, is goat milk, hot goat milk. That's repulsive. That's literally no, you smell it, and I think I would rather smell on rotten flesh than than on goat milk. That's just no.
Yeah, I've never had any goat's milk, so.
uh, so yeah, and I will quit talking about goat milk.
How's it going, everyone?
Going well. How about you?
Going good, buddy. And Kapla, how you going?
And hello, Mr. Grant.
Kapla.
Kapla.
Yeah, looks like he's fighting a cold too.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm just this toxin, this medicine that the doctor prescribed to me. I've got to finish the whole bottle. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
American honey. American honey sounds like something I would drink.
Yeah, I mean it's as strong as normal bourbon, but it's quite sweet. So it's smooth, so you can drink it like it's lolly water.
Yeah, but the headaches comes next day.
Yeah, but the beginning part and the middle part are great.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Sure
You know
they
what?
are.
What works for me because I like that sweet stuff as well, like even like Jack Honey, or a really sweet rums. Really, I have a sweet tooth. When I drink alcohol, it has to be literally like diabetes in a bottle.
yeah,
So,
hiking stuff.
Yeah,
uh,
I'm the same with that, but I hate sweet. Like I don't like chocolate or sweet pastries or
I
anything like that. But
I
yeah,
can live without chocolate and all that stuff, but really, if there is like ton of sugar dissolved in alcohol, it's just perfect. That I can have. What helps me to avoid headaches is literally the same amount of alcohol that I drink. I double the amount of water with it. So basically change it up, and then I have never headaches. Or when there is a headache, it means I drank not enough water with it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why
I think I might be able to help with that. Give me a second.
Turkish people hate me. You know this when they drink raki, they
Uh,
fill it up with water, and I
mhm.
drink my raki pure, and they
You drink
hate
it,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so assuming this should be enough, I think, to
Uh,
get me through the day.
you know what? This type of tanks we are using here in Europe for I don't know, like fill up the car with like you have the window cleaner in it, or basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's also 80%
How,
alcohol in it.
how much is it? Is it like that's a gallon? Or no? It looked bigger. It looked bigger.
4 liters. So whatever that, yeah,
4 liter,
over
4 liters. It's a
yeah, just a
gallon.
little bit over a gallon. Then I guess.
Yeah, 4 liters. A little bit about over a gallon. Yeah. Where are you from, Gregory?
Oh, no, sorry, that was 10 liters. Yeah, I'm from Australia.
You're from Australia. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, we're metric. I just
Yes.
have
Yeah.
to
Well, yeah,
adjust.
normal. Yeah.
I'm in Slovakia, so Europe. Mar is in Germany, so yeah, the panel is half. No, still American overload here. Anyway.
Yeah. We're an international panel. That's what you want.
Yeah, but the panel is
Absolutely.
international. Yeah, so I'm trying, I'm doing the cultural appropriation with the freedom units.
That's fair enough. I mean, I did the same thing earlier. I had a couple of German sausages, so I'm kind of doing the same thing. So
I would,
I'm appropriating a few cultures here and there. Oh, technically, this is American, so I'm doing that as well. So
and Arabic, I would double it.
yeah, definitely. No, it sucks. I feel like crap. But I'm at my computer because I need to work because too much fun here.
it's always fun. Never too much fun.
While I'm working, I can join the panel, but it literally hurts my throat talking. So people take over and you talk now, please.
I like what you were saying. You continue.
Okay. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Good morning, NB.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going today, guys?
Hey, MB.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh man, I'm gonna have a busy weekend. I got planning 2 streams this weekend. One is going to be the history of films. We're going to talk about 30s through probably 60s, but I think we'll probably only get to the 50s. And I was researching. Right now, I'm researching. My area is I was looking through the 30s and checking out the first movie, and Becky Sharp, the first movie in color. So I'm not actually going to watch the movie because it's probably going to be too damn long. But I do want to talk about the technical feat they did with that. as it was made in 1935.
It's pretty decent. I watched that at film school.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I got two people who've
Yeah.
actually been to film school who are part of it.
Yeah, I know it
Editing.
wasn't very well received, but I know that for what it was monumental.
Yeah, I think the ones that color really stood out for people then is when you get a few years later with Gone with the Wind, which is a movie I cannot stand. I absolutely cannot stand that movie. And Wizard of Oz.
Well, I
Which
mean,
I think-
it was a big push for when Miriam Hopkins got nominated. They thought, oh, because it was color, her performance was more exaggerated. So then everyone wanted to rush to do color because they thought it would look better for award ceremonies and everything like that when they were able to actually show the color thing live. So it could sort of persuade the judges.
Oh, interesting.
But she didn't win anyway. She only got nominated. She didn't win. So, but yeah, that's just a little bit of Oscar trivia
I do
for you.
know Gone with the Wind was the first time a black female won an Oscar, and I think she was actually the first black person at any time from Gone with the Wind at that time.
Couldn't even accept it properly either, which is ridiculous.
What, she had to have a representative or some bullshit?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
No, there would be no way that she would have been allowed in. That would have, not have been proper at the time. Utter bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Well, utter bullshit. Yeah, definitely. I'll just leave it at that.
Indeed.
And then my other one, I met a person who has some ideological differences from me, actually quite a bit. And what we did was and I've done this before with other people. I've invited them to talk politics with me. So we were talking federal and its placement in things. And it was about an hour and 10 minutes long. And we found, even though we are on ideologically somewhat opposite sides, you found that there was more we could agree on. And even if we disagreed, we could understand each other's points of view and say, okay, there's some merit behind this. There's merit in what you're saying.
Oh, so in other words, you weren't talking to a complete idiot. Someone that couldn't understand your points, you could understand their points. Yeah, I mean that's always the best way of doing it. I mean, it's easy to get into a yelling match with someone. Probably better for your views, but I think overall what you're doing is a good thing.
And I actually, because she brought it up on one of her tweets, and I said, you know what? I said, why don't we do research? I said, why don't we do critical race theory and see if we can't peel back the onion from the propaganda?
Okay, so you picked a light subject then, nothing too heavy.
According to them now, critical race theory is not. There is no critical race theory, according to them now, that they lost on it and they see that it's a losing proposition.
And I think one of the things I learned about this, and then we can get off this topic. I was just saying that's the topic I'm going. I popped up a few, had about 4 or 5 different pages popped up on my other side for looking at the history of critical race theory. And I think a lot of people think this is a new concept, whereas if you research it's been around since
Hello,
the
Mr.
concept.
Gregory. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Captain Spock. And you find that the idea or the framework that may have started it goes all the way back to the 70s and early 80s.
Yep. So,
all right, let's
good
switch
morning.
topics.
Okay, switchy topics. Hey, Captain, look at you coming in with your big 300 subs. How you doing?
Thank you very much. I've had better days, to be honest, but I'm alive, so that's good enough. How you going?
Oh, you're not sick too, are you? This seems to be a running theme.
Shit, I think I'm sick.
Oh, God.
I'm not sick. No, I'm sick in the head.
Oh, that's all right. That's just normal then.
Nah, I haven't had a decent night's sleep since last Friday. I got off of
Sleep.
medication.
What the hell? Sleep. Sleep. I don't know what that is.
I got off of medication that gave me bad side effects. Unfortunately, also
Oh,
gave
we
me
used to
shit
dream of
withdrawal.
medication back in my day. Oh, what the hell's that? Sleep. Remember that was? Oh, back in my day. Up before we used to go to sleep, 36 hours of work. Oh, but we were happy in those days.
So for like 3 days, I'm dealing with the withdrawal, and I still think I'm dealing with some elements of it, even now. But it's still better. It's still better than taking the damn beta blocker. I'm going to be on. So yeah, I get stuck.
Oh, you're on beta. Yeah, dude, have been there. So
yeah, so I had that issue for 3 days. Then the next day, I couldn't sleep because I had massive dry mouth. I just couldn't get rid. I finally went out and found some stuff for dry mouth at Walmart, and that stuff's really been helping. That's good. Thursday, I get a freaking scammer trying to call me right after I just fallen asleep, so that fucked me up. And then last night I was having night sweats, so I ended up going into the living room, covering myself up with a blanket and opening a window and covering up the vent, so at least I get some cool air in there and be a little comfortable. And yeah, so I'm like, can I just get a decent night's sleep, please?
yeah, sometimes, especially that third day, you get the headaches, you get the sweats. Like I mean, I rug myself up and I sweat it out. It's miserable. You don't sleep, but it usually helps. And then you drink about 80 liters of water the next day, and then you're pissing for the next week.
Oh, well, that's the other downside. Well, that's the other downside too, is when you get the night sweats, all your water's going out. So even though you're putting it in, you still wake up. You're pissing gold.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The joys of withdrawal. Did it come out that color, did it?
I might go get some
darker.
beer. I might go get some beer when the sun comes up. No, actually, that's not a. Okay, that was a lie. That's not a might. I'm just waiting for the sun. Maybe. Yeah, I have to wait for the sun to come up because I've noticed we go out during the cold time over in the farm fields since they've harvested. We're getting a lot of fog, and I'm just like, you can barely see the damn road in front of you, and you can't turn your brights on because you can't see anything any better.
Yeah, you need some low piercing ones.
Oh yeah, and then to top it all off, my son still won't get me back. Let's top it all off. I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and go get my own Cyberpunk 2077 because I don't think my son's ever gonna give it back to me anytime soon.
Nope. And what were you saying, Bird?
I was just saying dedicated fog lights come in handy for foggy country roads.
I could probably get some fog lights put on my truck. It's actually not a bad idea. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Bird.
Yeah, we use a couple of them because we got a valley that we drive through, and it's just it's perfectly clear. Can't see shit for about a kilometer, and then you can see again. But that's where all the bloody kangaroos are. So you go through there at any speed, you're definitely going to hit something.
Oh, and the other thing I hate, I don't know who thought this was a good, I don't know who thought this was a good idea to put those LEDs on cars, but I'd love to beat the shit out of them. Because I can't half the time tell if they're bright. I can't tell most of the time if the brights are on. And then even if their brights aren't on, it's so gosh dang bright.
Oh, you mean the LED headlights?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes,
yeah, okay, sorry. I thought you meant like the LED strips down the side and that sort of stuff. You know, what you see in like Miami and that sort of thing. No, I hate the LED ones because it feels like they are what do you call it? Your headlights are high beams. There you go.
Right.
That's kicking in apparently.
Yeah, see, got my LED lights. My daughter did that originally, and then we all kind of went with it. because the light in this room here, I got to get it fixed. Well, it's not broke, but it's a pain in the ass, and it makes this room hot. So I'm like, screw that. I was like, plus it's nice because I can turn these red lights on at night, and then it's so much. It helps with it because I don't know how many people know this, but a light red light like this is actually better for you to use than to use a regular flashlight because it does not affect your night vision. So it makes it a lot easier to get into the bathroom and shit.
I just heard it. I knew there was a song from the 80s that said, "Don't put on your red light," so I never do. I think the Police sung it. Someone, I can't remember.
It's Roxanne. That was the song about the
There
police.
he is.
Yeah.
I was going to sing it, but I don't have the range to be able to go up that high when it comes to put on the red light, so... So apart from everyone that's sick, how's everyone else's day been?
You don't have to go out tonight.
Oh, dear Lord, no, NB, no.
Immediate cough attack. That's horrible.
That not good. Not good.
No.
Yes.
It only means that I should shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna have some medicine.
Liquid medicine, I assume.
Correct.
Yeah, it's quite weak. I just need to keep ingesting it. Apparently.
Agreed, Ervik. Agreed. And good morning, Darius Munchausen. Good morning, Dave G. Sound. Good morning, Professor. Good morning, Captain Cockney, Mirror Spock.
Darius was the one who recommended me to watch or come onto this this stream. Told me I didn't know what I was missing. So I was just like, all right.
Well, Darius has been absolutely helpful in pushing the channel. I'm not sure why, because I've been on for a while, but I do appreciate the help.
Darius is good people.
Oh yes, absolutely. So, how is Mamo Prey this morning, Bird? If you can
She
talk.
was just feeling that she probably felt a little better yesterday than today, unfortunately. But this is the same pattern. I was better than worse, and hopefully better again. So it's got like a 1-2 kick, whatever it is. But I mean, she's okay. She's talking to his nephew O'Prey now.
Somebody's got a. Yep, I do hear a smoke detector or.
Woo, woo, woo. That's what I'm hearing. Or
I'm
a
hearing
washing
that
machine,
too.
maybe?
But I'm hearing another chirp. And good morning, Kinjack Ben. Let's try this.
I could probably go up to AutoZone and have them just put the lights on for me.
Oh, I actually downloaded some Prodigy to see what it was like, because you said it wasn't terrible. So that was just like, okay, that's the best I can hope for Modern Trek. So I haven't watched it yet, but I've got the first 2 episodes.
The first
Wasn't
2
it
episodes.
Terrible sounds like a massive exaggeration to me.
Well, I mean, it's not too terrible. Is almost like, I think
How
it's
can
about
it be
6
not too
6 out of
terrible?
10.
It's the fucking filth.
I mean,
Kurt
the
Spinell
gentleman,
Abrams had been anywhere
the,
near
the,
it.
the gentleman, the gentleman next to me said that it wasn't too bad. So
Wasn't too bad. A likely story. Was it not like guaranteed to not be fully shit?
I mean, he didn't say that. He just said it wasn't too bad. So
Not too
my
bad.
version of
He
too bad, and
emphasised
his version of
Is
too
he
bad.
like not too bad, or was it like not too? It's all in the delivery, don't you think? Was it like not too bad or not too bad? Not
Is it too bad, or is it bad?
Not
bad?
too bad. Was he like this shit is bad? This is some bad. This is not too bad.
Not too
This
bad.
is not too bad. This is an ex-franchise. This franchise is pining for the fjords. This franchise is dead. No, it isn't. It's simply very ill. It's lost some plumage. That's hardly the point. This is an ex-franchise. It is pining for the fjords. This Star Trek is dead.
So I'm gonna
I was
mark.
gonna commit
I'm
to
gonna
the
mark
bit,
on my
but
bingo
I
sheet.
felt
Got Captain
no one was
Spock to go
coming
off
with me.
on News Trek. Done.
Welcome to Comedy Masterclass with Captain Cockney Spock. He committed to the bit, but then he dropped it immediately. Burnham, save us, Burnham! You'll save us! Quick, save us and have a cry, Burnham. See, the thing about Picard is he actually is a fucking replicant. I mean, there's not even a question. What the fuck? Game
Geek
over.
is eternal.
Okay, did you say Deckard or Picard? Because
We've
one of them definitely.
we've got a connoisseur. Quick,
Oh,
someone
Lord.
take notes. Picard is a replicant. It's not even a question, is it? He's fucking brown bread. Spoiler alert, he's a fucking robot. He's full of wires. That's gonna be a short void comp, isn't it? Deckard, Picard, are you a replicant? Yes, and I'm sorry. Bang.
Yeah. No, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
So sorry. Here, sword fight. Oh, my wrist.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for the Federation. Sorry.
And then they all shit on him because he was the only person that tried to save them. It made no sense.
They're a freaking empire. Have they not got any boats? My goodness. Oh, don't get me started. I'm sorry. The Puke Hard Apology Tour.
I mean, at least what's his name brought a soccer ball to the last episode to fight in space battle. That made sense.
Anything for a bit of pew pew pew.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I love the Mass Effect ripoff that they did at the end. I thought that was cool because I'm a big fan of the game.
Nice to see something familiar.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to see something that I recognise as sci-fi.
Those tardigrades look for tardigrades.
Oh my god, that poor bastard! I can't believe he lost that case.
Allegedly, it was disproven in court. Something. Expensive lawyers.
Yeah.
Something. Justice for Inez.
He had $130,000 worth of stuff raised for his defense. One of the lawyers from the other side was $250,000 minimum for a case. He stood no chance.
That's a lot of cheese.
I mean, they weren't even like it was. They weren't even trying to be subtle. That was the worst part about it. It was like, no, we're going to take it. We're going to use it. Then we're going to put Star Trek on it. And then if you do it, we're going to sue you.
Hang on a minute. That's like, that's basically Frank Herbert's going to get sued by J.J. Abrams for making a desert planet. Get your own ideas, Herbert. Stop cribbing off J.J.
Exactly. He'll try, but he's the destroyer of franchises. He moves from one to one. Next is the WB.
Yes, he's going to kill Superman next, isn't he?
All pew pew over boom boom weapons. That's a good question.
Lens flare. Who's got a car alarm? Is there a weird car alarm in the back? It's like a car alarm through some kind of disco effects flange filter. I mean, I'm not saying it's a problem because someone stick a bit of wicked bass over it.
Let me try.
Captain Trek.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm in a garage.
No, I know.
Around. No, it
Who's
sounds
got
like
the
there's like a
techno?
washing machine or something in the back, something mechanical, because it's on the same like. Oh, it stopped.
The guns they've stopped. I have you know.
Alec must have dropped it. Oh, too
Fuck.
soon.
Okay, brightest day panel question relevant to an upcoming video. Do you prefer pew pew weapons or boom boom weapons?
Oh, now we're going deep.
I think it's obvious. It's got to be pew pew because pew pew is
Boom,
close.
boom for me.
No,
Boom,
oh,
boom.
come on.
Boom boom.
Pew pew.
I want to
Pew
see
pew is up close
explosions.
and
Let the man,
personal.
let the man give his reasoning.
Pew pew is up close and personal. Boom boom is from a distance. That's starships and everything, which is still cool. But you want pew pew because you have to be within shooting range, and it's close. You get to see your enemy when you pew
I'm
pew
sold.
them.
Pew pew, yeah, for intensity. Pew pew.
But then, as soon as I started my argument, I said it's more space battles. I kind of started to go against my own argument. I went, no, if it's space battles and it's boom boom, I kind of like that more. But I'm going to stick with
boom
my
boom's
one.
more RPG, isn't it? You know what I mean? More distant. That's explosives. That kind of thing. Pew pew. That's direct. I'm coming at you like a beam, like a ray.
That's what I thought. He was talking ballistic weapons or energy weapons.
Right. You got to make that distinction,
And,
indeed.
I
Plus,
think
are you
In
allowing
space,
for?
no one can hear you scream.
Oh, that's also a good.
I
What
think
about
I go with the
translations?
Halo.
If it was, because for the German market, would it be translated to pump, pump, and blow, blow? You know what I mean? You've got a Polish market, gesundheit, zdrowie. You know what I mean? Pewski,
Good morning,
Pewski.
Yvette.
Yeah,
You've got to think,
morning,
you've got to think
Yvette.
global
Hey,
these
Jedi.
days.
Good morning,
Are you going to? Are there
Sherry.
subtitles for the pew pews? Oh, they're
And
overdone.
good morning, Jedi Bill.
Indeed.
So, brightest day,
Jedi Bill
I
said
go
he was
with
going to be on
Halo
this
and
stream.
say it should
Was it
be
this
a
one or
mix
another
of
one?
both.
Oh,
Because
sorry,
if
Mark.
you
You
have
go.
a mix of both, then you can get a bigger variety in armory, weapons, etc. pp.
So a pure
Halo would be
boom.
my call.
Pew boom. What about a boom
No,
pew?
in Halo you have the human fraction and the aliens. The aliens use lasers, while the humans still use ballistics. So
What do you mean? They went mental. They went
That's
ballistic.
actually great. That's total fine by me. To
Hey,
have
LDG.
both parts in it.
Oh well, at least Pickle's not here. Oh hi, Pickles.
Hey, LDG.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. Good morning.
All right. Well,
What?
answer the question, Pickles.
What?
Pew
What?
pew
What?
or
Who
boom
won the
boom?
Rumble yesterday?
What?
What?
Hey,
I won the Rumble yesterday. That's right, bitches.
you bribed the judges. Oh, is that it?
Oh, that's horrible of me. Yes.
The champ is here. That's right. What's going on?
Oh,
Wait,
look at that.
what happened? I missed it. You're a champ of what? How did I miss all this?
Real
Go into
Review
details.
3000, a show called The Rumble. I was on Championship Edition, and I won by 1 point.
By 1 point.
1 fucking point.
So it was a pure domination. Is that what you're
It
saying?
was a pure domination, meaning if I wasn't as perfect as I was, I would have lost.
I mean, that's giving your opponents credit, but yeah, no, we'll go the other way around.
Yeah. What's going on, Pete?
And what's the Rumble? Sorry, I'm new to this. What's the Rumble?
It's you watch it on Real Review 3000. Check it out. Last night's Rumble. Basically, it's 3 questions, 3 up to 3 minutes, and everybody bullshits their way through any particular topic about anything, and then you get scored on what you say and how you say it.
So like a debate sort of thing, but a bullshit debate?
Kind of like a debate, but you get time to say something.
Talk about
for up to 3
Doctor Who
minutes.
too much.
You can talk about whatever the topic is. You have to talk about it, whether you know about it or you don't know about it.
Oh, well, that's never stopped you before.
I kind of feel like this is my niche. I need to be a part of this. How
Yes,
does one apply or do something towards?
Just hit up Chris Knight or me, and I can get you in as a contestant next
Yeah,
season.
Well, I
right.
mean,
That's what you said
I know
last
you,
week.
so I'll go the route of the person who.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who I
go to
know,
Chris
yeah.
Knight.
Don't you
Yeah,
dare
Chris
have
and I-
another discussion about time travel without my being there. How dare you? How very
Hey, man,
dare
if you want to talk about time travel, all you have to do is sign up to be a contestant and then pick time travel as one of your questions.
I invented time travel. No, I want the job of judging the judges. They're all rubbish.
You invented time travel, not like time existed since
Bunch
forever.
of chimps
Okay.
on crack could do better than those fucking muppets. Judges.
It's like the person who invented electricity, which also
Exactly. Before that, there was
Whatever.
like
there was no
yeah,
electricity.
exactly. Like the bloke
since-
what
yeah.
invented gravity.
No
Innit? Before
lightning.
that, people
I mean,
were floating.
there was still static, and I mean that's still electricity, but
No
it
static,
wasn't
no
harnessed.
electricity, no lightning bolts.
No nothing. Yeah, no
nothing.
lightning.
Yeah,
exactly. Benjamin Franklin, what are you doing? Fuck
Yeah.
all.
And the
Oh,
one
just
that
flying the
good
car
hello
for
to
no reason.
64 or whatever the hell it was.
nice to
Yeah,
have
before
you in the chat.
1822, no lightning ever hit a
It's full of
tree.
stuff,
Your
sarcasm coming from
imagination.
us.
It was witchcraft, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, we had witchcraft. That's right.
Yeah, and then we invented electricity. Who fucked off? Don't let him leave here. Go get your shoe
Oh,
shine
I
box.
miss them already.
Who was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
don't know.
MB Geek.
He said he was going to get beer.
You mentioned witchcraft, and he had to go get beer.
I'll have an IPA.
Yeah, but it was a tough
Sorry,
battle.
Mark, I was trying to say something earlier, but I think we were all talking over the top of him.
Yeah,
Correct.
Kel Surprise.
Sorry, Mark, go ahead.
No, I just said hi to Tim.
Oh, hey, Tim. What's going on, Timmy?
Good morning, Tim.
Got my coffee almost done here. Glad to see an open stream this morning. A true and open stream.
Guess who I just bumped into on the end of the Raquel stream?
What was that?
Cardinal Sin. I was like, oh, fancy seeing you here. He was like, I've been looking for you, Cockney. I've been trying to find you. I said, try harder.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the stream got shut down.
Really?
I mean, if you were on longer, you probably would have got up to 310 by now. So
I know, right?
yeah.
I'm going to do the full. Every time I say I'm going to do 12 hours, I don't. And every time I say I don't, I do. So I'm definitely not going to do 12 hours next time without
Well, definitely
stopping.
don't notify me so I won't turn up then. So that way,
I
if you're
definitely
doing that,
won't
yeah.
notify you for the 12 hours that I'm definitely not doing tomorrow.
You had a stream this morning. I know I woke up like about 5 times in the middle of the night. Caught what was it? Shit, 4, 5, 6.
I was very, very drunk.
What's his name?
It was filmed at
Dallas, 4, 5,
Exeter, and I
6.
got the aspect ratio completely wrong. I spoke to Bill Shatner. He was most displeased. I was very, very drunk.
Then Raquel streamed, and you streamed. I only caught half of your stream.
That was me. That was good. That was the Rosherman effect, isn't it? Bollocks.
And then I had a rough waking up this morning. Thank God Yvette was there.
Did you have bad dreams?
You know, not really. I just kept waking up.
Me too.
Were you reimagining things that have happened in the last couple of days in your head?
I don't know. Maybe it's the stress. Maybe it's the new sheets in the bed. I don't know.
Were you dreaming of Brie Larson's feet?
No, absolutely not.
Nobody dreams of that.
No.
Eliminate. Nobody. Really? Really?
Well, I mean, I know a
Well,
couple. But
say hello
yeah.
to Captain Trek, everyone who's got inside knowledge of the dreams of every person on this planet. Wow. Nobody dreams of Brie Larson's feet. A bold claim there by Captain Trek himself. If you dream of Brie Larson's feet tonight, write into Captain Trek for your refund of $5.
That's absolutely right, Captain Cockney.
Well,
Spock.
I mean, somehow I don't know if I'm going to dream because it was mentioned or if I was going to dream of it naturally. I mean, is this an inception or a normal thing? So, yeah.
Right? Or is it forced like some kind of matrix?
Yeah,
You're gonna
I mean, it
dream
could be.
tonight.
You're going back to Brie Larson's feet. Oh, wait, no,
Okay.
the Matrix, I meant.
No. All right, coffee's hot. Let me go grab it.
Oh, I think he passed out.
There you go, brightest day. Hope you're happy now.
What's going on, brightest day? How are you?
Brightest day. He's another one of the good people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Top man.
Yeah, his audio streams are killing it. I don't know if you've seen the stuff. Yeah, they're great.
My. So, crew member of Indiana Jones 5 also found dead. There is a lot of killing going on in American film industry at the moment.
Has
Wait, who
Baldwin
else?
been on the Raiders
Wait.
set? Fuck.
I was
that
going to say,
quick
who else?
work.
What other films has Baldwin been on?
Raiders. Have you just heard?
Well,
Wait,
it seems like he's also on Indiana Jones 5 because there also was a crew member found dead.
Really? What over this time?
I have no idea. I'm still reading. Still
I'm assuming they read Phoebe Waller-Bridge's full script and killed themselves.
No.
Oh,
I
slap.
really hope it's not suicide because that's not going to look good. That's going to get clipped.
Screen Rant, Celebrity.
Death
damn
on
it.
a film set.
That sounds interesting. Okay, let's see.
Please tell me it wasn't another freaking armor accident, because...
So, a crew member working on the new Indiana Jones movie has been found dead on location. Nick Kuperk was among a crew of 100 people who flew to Morocco to prepare for a major stunt involving a rickshaw. The 54-year-old was found dead in his hotel in Fez, a city in the country in the northeast, according to the Sun. So sweet. Okay, now I have to look for the fucking article of the Sun or what?
I mean, that's if they're in Morocco, why? So he was not on set then?
Well, it was on set for a stunt. It was for a stunt in Morocco. So they are filming a stunt in Morocco for Indiana Jones 5, and this crew member died there in the hotel. For whatever reasons, that I have to find the article of the Sun, apparently, because
what was the gentleman's name? I'll look as well.
Nick Kupak. Wait a sec, I'll type it in the private. In case I messed up the name.
Oh, like Tupac, but with a C. Okay. Oh, he was the camera crew person.
Again?
Yeah, I know.
Always the camera crew. Well, Hollywood, you have to give camera crew a raise because it seems like they are really in danger of their life while filming.
His IMDb's been wiped.
Huh.
Maybe it's not the same Nick Cooper.
As I say here, here they just say according to the Sun, and I can't find the Sun article about it.
Okay, if it's Nick N.I.C. Kupak, he's worked on a lot of stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy Solo, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed.
He worked on Solo.
He's also the camera operator on the untitled Indiana Jones project.
That's
shit.
Time travel. No.
Yeah, so Venom, Cruella, Eurovision, Jurassic Park, Solo, The Last Jedi, Paddington Bear, Assassin's Creed, Fantastic Beasts, Legend of Tarzan, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., 47 Ronin, Guardians of the Galaxy, John Carter, Les Miserables. He's been on a fair few things. X-Men First Class. Yep. Okay, so it's not a good time to be a camera operator.
or crew member from movie sets.
That's crazy.
And that's the unsung heroes. I mean, when you scroll through the title section and everyone is listed up, you never check who's the camera guy.
No.
You just
I mean,
check
I do,
who's
but
the
that's-
actors.
No, that's a funny thing. Most people don't even think to look at the camera people or the sound people until now.
That's why I got upset as I was on the Eurovision Song Contest as a security member, and the host was thanking everyone except the security for doing their job there.
I mean, this Nick also was the group on the Eurovision Song Contest movie as well.
Belgique NOTPorn.
Don't you swear at me.
How dare you, sir?
The only ones at the Eurovision Song Contest back then, as I was still a security member, who thanked the security was the Irish. They came to every security member and thanked us for keeping them safe there. That was great. I love the Irish. They are sometimes a little bit loco, but it's good loco, not bad loco.
I mean, they do have nice whiskey. I'll give them that.
And more bandwagon news, self-inflating. Excuse me. I keep forgetting that word. What is that word?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. Soapy titwang. Soapy titwang. Am I close? Belch.
What is it called when you fake a genuine
Orgasm.
Article?
Byline. Understudy. Alias.
No.
Sex.
Virtue signaling. And a virtue
Oh,
signaling.
virtue. You should have said that.
Yeah.
Virtue signaling.
The Rock
Final answer.
Dwayne
Virtue
Johnson.
signaling.
Rock Dwayne Johnson has vowed not to use real guns anymore in light of Alec Baldwin. Way to go, Rock Dwayne Johnson. All you had to do is check your gun, but now you're just not going to use them. Very good.
I mean, it's easy for a bloke who's built like a brick shithouse to say, well, you know what, I don't need a gun.
Exactly.
You don't see Danny DeVito saying that. All you hear him saying is, well, I started shooting.
Well, that's the first thing you learn when you come to German security. If there is a dude that's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you shoot the motherfucker. You do not go into hand-to-hand combat with him.
Wow, you got some pretty strong border security.
Oh, yeah, NB, after a little bit after you left, all of a sudden, poof, you were gone. I didn't know if it was you who left or something happened, so.
That's funny. My mic
No,
was muted. How the fuck did that happen?
It is called German effectivity. You know, shoot first, ask later.
No, not quite. If you have,
I know, I'm joking.
if you have someone coming at you that can rip off your head with one punch, then you shoot him. You do not let him get that close.
I don't know, that's a bit racist. You got to let them at least like maul you first before you attack them. I mean, you've got to be modern. Come on.
Well, that's why we have the rules to first shot goes into air.
Your
unless
name
you're
is
in the
Tim
military.
Muad'Dib, which
I mean,
means hipster.
I'd say fire a warning shot in the air and just
Hello
hit
there.
them in the neck. I mean, that, you know.
Hey Tim, knock knock.
Dennis. Dennis Spear and Neve.
Later.
No, you fucking.
Hollywood
That's not how
series.
you ruined the knock knock joke. I was doing the other one. Tim, knock knock.
Who's there?
Hipster.
Hipster who?
That's what she said.
Ah! Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll do the other
Confirmed.
one. Hey, Tim, knock knock.
Who's there?
Denis.
Denny who?
5 years later, Denis Villeneuve.
Yes. Confirmed sources. 2 hours later.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, since I'm already late for the test, Captain
Go.
Track, gentlemen here on the panel, everybody in the chat, take care.
Take care.
I will give you an update. It should
Thank
be
you.
a quick
Nice
one.
meeting you, sir.
Neither
See you
confirm
later,
nor
Care.
deny. That's what she said.
Later.
Hipster.
I miss him already.
Hipster.
Ah.
Hipster.
What?
Hipster.
Let's just say what?
A hipster says what?
Hey.
Yeah. Neither confirm nor deny.
Something sources.
Sources.
Internet confirmed.
Rumor.
Reddit. What was someone saying earlier about like the whole rock thing? About the gun, right? Is that true? Or what's going on?
It says if you're caught between a hard rock and a cafe, then
Yeah, that's how they rock anymore.
Does that mean on set, or does that mean in like general, or is he
On
not
set.
going to be portraying a tough guy with a
On
gun
set.
anymore?
they have a general on the
Okay.
set. He's from the military.
So he's going to be doing sci-fi guns or spears
Clean up in aisle 2.
or something,
Clean up in aisle 2.
which is a shame because I wanted to see him in the Doom sequel.
Danny Trejo was right. Machetes are best. Don't use guns.
I mean, I don't think anyone can say that they watched that film and didn't enjoy it. I mean, it was balls to the wall fun, at least.
Yeah, The Rock, like I looked at that statement, man. That's a pretty powerful statement. I mean, they are prop guns that look just like guns, right? So I don't know. Like, I know he owns his own production company, but like, what happens when like a bigger studio or whatever? I don't know what type of deals he has, but I don't know. I mean, I agree. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to be like, look at Alec Baldwin. You know, he's been in the industry for years, and all this crap happens to him.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, even Adam Baldwin said that first thing he does if someone hands him a gun is check if it is secure.
Yeah, I mean, he got in
Guilty,
trouble for
man.
And
using
I
it.
know
10
that
years.
Adam Baldwin is not a real, not from the Alec Baldwin family, but
He's my
still.
favorite Baldwin.
Exactly, he's my favorite Baldwin too.
Not my favorite Baldwin anymore.
He played
Wow,
Jane on
that's-
Firefly.
He's my favorite bail jumper.
Yeah, it's just a hard situation. I mean, like,
Well,
He's
hard
not
for the
like-
victim's parents. She's kind of fucking dead.
yeah.
So Adam
I mean,
said in a tweet
they've
on-
got a pretty strong lawyer on there though. I can't remember his name, but the guy that they got, he's notorious. He's never
He's
lost
the
a
guy
case.
that got off Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, but wasn't it also crazy? Did you guys see what happened on the Indiana Jones thing? 5
Hey,
people
Eli.
died on
Yeah,
the
I heard
production
someone
cut.
died on the set.
Yeah, I literally just heard
Deja
about it.
vu.
I can't.
Yeah.
I looked at different articles, but
Someone
all
just put a
it
cat
said
in the
was
Matrix.
someone died, and we don't know what it was.
It
I
said
don't
they said
think-
5 people died. 5.
No,
5?
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
if it was 5 people, we would be hearing about it more. So that I've been looking at the last couple of minutes, and nothing says anything apart from Nick
Ah.
Cupack.
Gotcha.
Did
Yeah.
you
wanna
get
hear
your
my
beer,
thoughts on it?
sir?
So it's
That
been
was
another death on a movie set.
Yeah, Indiana Jones supposedly.
Yeah, another camera operator.
Well, the last
Except
time we heard, the
this
last
guy's
time I
been on
remember
this
us
guy's
hearing
been on
about,
60 films.
60
Sorry, there you go,
films.
buddy.
what I was saying was, I think the last time this made big news was back when it was The Crow.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lee was killed on set. That was the last real big national news incident. Now there may have been, I know there were other deaths for various other reasons on different things, but this is the first time we've heard about this.
Yeah, there's a report
Well,
from
I mean, like, you
IGN.
got the Baldwin one, now you've got the Indiana Jones death, like, within 2 weeks of each other. So,
Yeah.
Is there a
both
pattern
camera
emerging?
operators, it's just like, ooh, not
Yeah.
looking good.
Now
Yeah.
we can agree, right, that Alec Baldwin is a piece of shit.
Well, see, what I've been hearing is the assistant director handed him the weapon, and he was practicing like a quick draw or some,
Yeah,
that
it was a
and it was only one round. He called it a cold gun. Okay, the question is, why the fuck is the assistant director handing somebody a weapon? That's the armorer's job.
That's exactly right, and that's the thing that a lot of people aren't saying. Like, the assistant director does not touch anything. The assistant director is the vocal arm of the director. If something needs to be done, the assistant director is one telling
Yeah.
everyone to do it. If the assistant director moves a chair on set, they're not doing their job.
It's on the shooter, 10 years.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of it. Like, whether it's a small budget or a big budget thing, you have an assistant director for that specific reason. So the director can concentrate on getting this stuff done. Getting everything else past it is the assistant directors. The young lass who was the armorer said that she didn't know how the thing got in there, and she says that she checked the chamber and she did the spin when she handed it to the assistant director, and then she says, "I don't know how it happened." So she's essentially saying, "Well, it's not me. It's either the assistant director or Alec that did it." And that was her latest statement that she did like about 8 or 9 hours ago.
Okay, now.
So she's saying it was truly cold when she handed it off.
Yeah,
but
she says it's
10
sabotage.
years in the slammer. Arrest them both. The shooter and the armorer. That's called responsibility. If you fire a gun, it is your responsibility to make sure there's no fucking bullets in it. 10 years for him, 7 for her. No parole. Next case.
No, that's not
She
true.
didn't fire a
Yes,
gun,
it
so
is.
why the
Just saying,
fuck are
you're
you
5 years
putting
old.
her
Yes,
in
it is.
in
It's on the
jail?
shooter.
No, you
If
locked
point
up
a
the
gun at me
bastard
and
that
shoot me,
shot.
it's fucking on you, Captain Shrek. Oh, let's all talk over each other like we're 12.
I mean, unfortunately, legally, I think it's actually the
Fuck's
opposite.
sake. What's the
The
point
fact
of
that the fact that he was the one that fired it is irrelevant. If he was told and he believed it was a cold gun, it's not legally his responsibility to check it.
Well, then the law's
Especially
fucking bullshit. It's on the shooter. Fuck the law then. It's on the shooter.
I mean, it's
Take
within the state.
responsibility. He shot her. She's dead. End of story.
That's not
10
true.
years.
It's
Involuntary. I mean,
Yeah,
here's
what
the
if
thing.
he
You
set
He
can
up
still
mute
might
me
be
all you
responsible
want.
being
Fuck
a
the law.
producer.
He shot her. Go to jail.
if you can be set responsible for hurting somebody while you sleepwalk.
He wasn't
I don't.
sleepwalking. It's
And
not
here's the
relevant.
thing. Every situation
It's
that's
absolutely
involving
relevant. She
a
weren't in
shooting.
No, it
control.
isn't. He wasn't sleepwalking.
Doesn't matter. You were doing something against
Yes, it
your
does
will.
matter. No, I'm not
You were
arguing.
doing. It's
10
an
years, game
example
over.
of something that you were
10
doing.
years.
without
It's on the
knowledge.
shooter.
We don't know if the trigger was even pulled. It could have been a misfire. We don't, and that's the thing. We don't actually know
Oh, well,
what
that's
was the thing
different.
that caused the discharge.
I thought he pulled the trigger.
We don't know. All we know is he was practicing. He was told it was a cold gun. He was sitting in a pew, and it was a cross the camera scenario. So the camera's here. He's sitting here like this, and he's pulling the gun across to get that shot. They're looking this way. You've got the director there, and then you've got cinematographer sitting down. So one goes straight through her and hits someone else, or the other way around. I can't remember who was sitting in what order from what people were saying.
So he was
And
pointing
good
a
morning,
gun.
Jedi Bill.
Jedi
Good
Bill!
night.
Where is my soup?
So
Jedi, you told me
no
to be on this
soup for
stream as soon as it
you!
started because you were going to be here, and I've been here for like 3 hours. What's going on, buddy?
3 hours. He hasn't been going 3 hours.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what she said.
that's how committed I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, since we've been
Well,
talking
I
about
was
guns here.
sleeping because I've been sick. So I've
3
been
hours
Oh,
later.
you're sick too. Everyone's sick.
I don't.
Jedi, we know you're
I-
sick in the head. That's normal.
Well,
but-
no.
Oh!
Like
Bow.
the flu, you know.
The
So,
two healthiest
since
people
we
on
were-
the panel is the guy that's chugging alcohol and the other one that's chain smoking.
Yeah, Jedi Bill.
Well, you got
hasn't
the chain
been-
vapor and the day drinker right here. So I was looking at.
I'm sorry, there was no soup last night.
I've just
Jedi-
got the magic
I wasn't
mushrooms
feeling
kicking in
well.
at the moment. Does that count?
Jedi Bill wasn't eating his chicken noodle soup. That's why he's sick.
Yeah.
Are you
So I
still
was
in the
looking
mansion,
at the
Jedi?
attachment accessories for this, and I found
I'm
a
what?
really nice laser. Well, I was looking, since we were talking pistols, I was looking for an attachment for a clip down here, and I didn't know. I was seeing all they had was the lights, but actually they do make an attachment for a laser sighting to go on this. So I think I'm gonna pick that up real soon. Might make that a Christmas present to myself.
I wasn't aware that I was the honored guest or featured.
How dare you?
Well, it's not
Well,
like-
I can't
How
see. I
dare
can't see
you,
all that.
sir?
I can't see all that on my phone.
I mean, in all fairness, he does have 500 subs. He's a pretty busy man. Have you seen how many
Professor-
shorts he put out
Professor
That's
today?
a
Brady's
lot of
like that to
sandwiches,
say,
man.
Hey, you should get up on the panel, and you know, that's like
We got a
I
big
didn't
boy
know.
here tonight. 500 subs. Yeah, boy.
That's what she said.
oh, you.
He has
guys-
as many subs as he does shorts.
Neither confirm nor deny.
Yep. Source is a bomb.
Sources.
Jedi Bill officially has more subs than he had. No, I'm not gonna roast you, bro. I'm not gonna roast you.
Because he's got a thermal detonator.
I'm not gonna roast you.
Yeah, no, like going back to the gun thing, it's like if you're in a NASCAR race and someone cuts your brakes, but you don't know it, and you get in the car and you go in that first corner and you can't stop, right? Is that your fault, or is that
Well, I
the
mean,
person
that's
that cut
a
your
deliberate
brakes fault?
sabotage. We don't know if there was a deliberate sabotage. So I think
Yeah.
True.
the
It is if
analogy
you
does
drive the
only
car
works
at someone.
if there is confirmed sabotage, but we don't know that yet. We don't know that there's any sabotage.
Yeah, one's a malicious act.
If
the other
you-
one
if
is
your brakes-
No,
not
to be
If-
fair to Tim, he was bringing up a hypothetical situation, not one that's necessarily part of actual reality on the ground, right, Tim?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Right,
like
But
yeah,
the
like
hypothetical is
if
supposed to
you
relate
didn't
directly
know-
to it. Then
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you could say, well, what if someone walked up and shot someone, and then you can't really relate that to the same.
What if someone got in a
scenario, 'cause it's
NASCAR
not.
and then pulled out a start to 45 and started blasting people, but won the race?
Then he's
we're all
playing
over
Mario Kart in real life. He's not going to win many fans, but he's probably going to win the internet.
That made absolutely no fucking sense.
No.
at all.
What?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but think about it. The usual suspects.
It's nothing to think about. That was asinine and stupid. Nobody's
Well,
gonna
that's
put-
not very
no,
nice.
I mean,
Asinine and stupid.
it
What are
was.
you, the high king of what we can talk about? It's called having
No,
sense of
it's
humor.
no. I'm
no,
not
you're
the high
asinine
king of
and
what we can
stupid.
talk about.
That's what you are.
Just some
What are you, a
things are
policeman
really,
or
some
something?
things are
I
really
like to have a bit of
stupid.
comedy. I've had a bit of rough day. I was
But
trying to
that's
have a bit of comedy. You don't have to like it. What are you, Mr. Critic? Oh, I'm the king of comedy. I'll decide what's funny and what isn't.
Well,
Captain
that
Spock.
wasn't
Captain
funny.
Spock.
Let's just put it that way. That
Hey,
wasn't
Well,
funny.
Spock.
maybe it's a matter of taste. Maybe I'm trying. All you're doing is sitting in the corner fucking
Captain Spock,
criticising. You
turn
can't
it
say
down.
something
Or
nice.
sorry,
Maybe
Captain
shut the
Spock, turn
fuck
it down
up.
a damn notch and let people
Why don't you
finish
shut your
talking.
bitch mouth if you can't
Yeah.
think of something nice to say?
Oh my god.
Take it down a level, Captain Spock.
Somebody
Okay.
No,
Mute.
you take it down the level. You leave me alone, not ganging up on me. He's called me asinine and stupid. All I'm trying to do is
Oh, I don't want to hear
introduce
about
humour.
getting
I'm
ganged up
sick
on
and
a
tired of your
panel. I don't want
fucking
to fucking
shit.
hear it. I
We'll
don't
have
want
to
to
talk
fucking
about
hear it.
your medical bollocks. Let's all fucking jump on Captain Cockney's spot when he's trying to have a bit of fucking fun. Why don't you go fuck yourself? How about that?
Can LGD be in a stream without any drama? I don't know, man. Jeez.
Is LDG like the new Jerry Springer?
No, not this one. No. Just because I Alec Baldwin somebody with a loaded stream the other day, I don't need this shit. All right.
Yes, you do.
I am not responsible
LD,
for the murder
what are
of
your
the
final
YouTube
thoughts?
channel,
That's
man,
what everyone
because
wants to
my
know. What's your
stream
final
was
thoughts?
loaded.
Dude, you should have clipped that. Like, instead of putting like the whole, like, you need to clip this like segment. Right? Put it in the
Okay, I
short
did
or
not
something.
know my stream was loaded. It was supposed to be blanks. Okay, I didn't. I'm not held.
You hear that?
I was responsible
LDG is shooting
for that.
blanks.
Okay.
That's what she said. Or that's what Bill said.
Just in. LDG shoots blanks.
No, that's what he said. Okay.
Yep, confirmed.
Okay, I know I don't have an armorer to point the finger to. I don't even know who would be responsible for that. I had a loaded guest, you know, and shit happened, and
Define loaded.
I don't know. That's the only way I can put it, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I didn't click go live, we'd still have a YouTube channel today.
Oh, dang.
As I said, you're not responsible for that. Everyone has their own individual decisions.
A couple of guys just went nutsoid on you. Big deal. Shit happens.
Entertaining as it was, with as many clicks as I got from
Bird,
that.
are you sleeping again? Bird? Is Bird here? Or is it sleeping?
Not sleeping, Jedi.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Checking.
I don't know how long that's been the running joke, but every stream I've been in with Bert, everyone's just like, is Bert sleeping?
Hey, Gizmo. What's up, Gizmo?
Well, he will doze off on you if you're not careful. So.
I mean, he's not the only person on stream that's dozed off on camera, so.
No.
Yeah.
I think we've all done that.
No, I've never dozed off. I passed out. There is a difference. Mine was medically induced.
Oh, sure.
He's absolutely correct. Thank you. You hear that,
Yes.
Jedi? Oh shit! Is that
Medically
a bald eagle that
induced.
just landed on my roof? Oh man, in the rain too.
Sup, Trek?
There is a difference between passing out and actually going to sleep. Absolutely.
LDG.
No. You know what? My next.
Oh no! I'm gonna make
stream
this
is
a
going to
thing.
be called.
I'm gonna try and make this a thing. Everybody, make that a thing from now on.
No.
Okay.
The Not Jerry Springer Show is my next title.
We're gonna get T-shirts.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to LDG with his final thoughts.
See, but here's the thing: nobody's going to complain if women start taking their clothes off on the streams.
Well, that's this Saturday.
I mean,
Oh,
it depends. Like, I don't think if I defined myself as a woman and started taking my clothes off, you'd be happy about it.
No, I would not. I
Correct.
mean, biological
So,
female. Okay, not.
I do
not
have a
not
wig
this,
here.
Not
There
this
you go.
fluidity bullshit they're throwing on people now.
So how do you check for biologicalness?
You do
That'd be
Cuomo,
your
when he
job.
says, I talk with my hands, just like, how you going? What sex are you?
Well, how do you tell the difference between a woman and a trans woman?
That'd be your job, LD.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I tell you what. You make me in charge of that, and I'll make sure you have some very interesting dates.
Speaking of
fuck?
shirts,
I'm interesting.
Lundell, I just got my new shirt in. I think you'll love it.
Yeah, I want one of those.
God.
Stop moving it around. We can't see it.
Stop.
Hold it still. There we go.
Right there.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, America.
You should have.
Who's
It
this
should have
Brandon
been.
fella?
It
Where's he
should have been.
going?
It should have been a. It should have. No. You should have
I'm
removed the
Barack
glasses
Obama.
and put a stained pair of underwear.
No. I like that one better. I looked at a lot of them on Amazon. That was my favorite.
Oh, you can get them on Amazon? Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I mean, you can just create a shirt.
I like how they were banning that on that, but they had the whole fuck Trump things that were being on the front page. Let's
Well,
go,
I've seen
Brandon.
people
Fancy.
flip out about it, and then I'm like, oh, really? Let's not forget what Robert De Niro did, so I don't want to hear it. Yeah, PCAT, I thought you'd like that too.
Oh, I mean, in all fairness, he didn't do Alec Baldwin, so it's fine.
Let's go.
I mean, here you go. Actually, this actually makes perfect sense because Alec Baldwin played Trump, and they say Trump's a murderer, so therefore, by proxy, Trump's not a murderer. That's how they did it.
Yeah, that's why I look at that situation, and his chickens have come home to roost. It's just that simple.
I mean,
and it's happening.
The husband of the woman that was killed worked on the lawyer team that was trying to prosecute the Clintons as well. So it's just like it is just levels to this. You're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not that I think there's anything related to it. I just think like fate has a nice sense of irony and humor to it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But not for obviously for her family, for Helena's family. That's terrible. Yeah. That being said, their lawyer is going to get billions out of them.
I heard this the other day on the news. Apparently, the Russian analyst who I guess coordinated the Steele dossier has been indicted and has been arrested. So I fear for his impending suicide.
Yeah, it's a shame how so many people suicided next week.
Next week. We're laughing about this shit, but you know what? It could happen.
Yep.
I'm laughing about it because I've done nothing against the Clintons, so I think I'm safe. Yeah, I think I'm safe.
You didn't vote for them, so that puts you on.
I mean, on the plus side, that's the thing that worries me. I didn't vote for him. I mean, the fact that I'm in another country shouldn't hinder that, but I still didn't vote for him. So
that might not matter. Okay,
yeah.
with that group, that might not matter.
I'll be the only bloke in history that got shot 10 times and died of suicide and COVID at the same time.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry about that.
After falling down an elevator.
I'll try to mute myself when I laugh next time, buddy.
No, that's awesome. I love it. If you mute it, then I don't know if my jokes work, and then I feel terrible.
Nah, that was pretty good. That's one of the best ones, man. They say
and then I think you're all tiki torch plants.
Well, they say humor is the best medicine, and I'm telling you what, I'm feeling a whole lot better now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the humor medicine that I've been drinking is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That being said, I don't remember having 2 computer screens.
Wow.
Take care, PCAT.
Have a good day, PCAT. By the way, when do you need to go? If you're still in the chat, I can't think of who it is now. Where's it at? Let me find him in the chat real quick. Good grief. I'm going way back and I'm looking for Aravic Sandor. Are you still in the chat? I had to think for a second.
Well, I found a nice laser sight for my Gemini that actually I could still be able to put it in I should be able to still put it in my concealed carry without any issues. The way it attaches.
How nice for you.
What's the point of having a concealed carry if you don't take it with you?
This is true.
Yeah.
That was a nice thing about coming to Indiana. In South Carolina, I had to renew it every 5 years, and it costs a certain amount of money, which is fine. I get to Indiana, find out I could get a 5-year one for free, or I can pay the $75 and get the lifetime one. You could probably take a guess at which one I decided to do.
You got the free one.
Oh, fuck no. I got the lifetime one.
See, I don't know. I didn't know whether you were more for value or cheap. So I just took a guess.
No, it's the reason why my term life insurance policy goes until I'm 80.
Wait, so if you die at 81, it doesn't count?
No, I just have to renew it when I'm 80. And it'll go up like a motherfucker, obviously. I'm sorry. Where are you actually from? I didn't think I caught what country you're in.
Me?
Yes.
I'm from Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, we've had Australians, Kiwis, and a few others on. Oh, no wonder Captain Trek put the Captain Spock next to you.
Who are you calling a Kiwi, you fucking cunt?
I mean, he's a dirty pom. There's a bit of a difference, but that's
yeah,
all
I'm
right.
a stinking fucking pom. Oh, what's the difference between a fucking pom and a 747?
He's just stuck in
whining when it hits the tarmac.
He's in the newest penal colony in New Zealand. It doesn't count.
From Poland.
I like what Professor Brady Specs says here.
Oh yeah, well,
Ken wank you men having a pop in the chat. You two fucking gubbins here, fucking knuckleheads to the left of me, wankers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
He said, "Oh my God, now coffee is in danger of extinction by climate change. Something must be done about climate change. We can't have coffee disappear.
Coffee disappears, we will riot.
Climate change my ass."
Oh, guys, in January, Betty White's going to be 100.
Your wife's going to be 100.
Yeah, I'd still do her. She's pretty hot.
Betty White. I don't think he's married to Betty White.
I was taking a drink when you said that.
Oh, Betty White. I was about to say, your wife looks damn good for 100.
If she's 100, yeah.
No, Betty White turns 100 in January.
I was gonna say, if it's your wife, either you're a grave robber or she's a cradle snatcher. I'm not too sure how it works.
Yeah, exactly right.
Respect either way.
Don't make me have to send my wife over to Australia to smack you upside the head. Because
I mean,
I'm sure that's the first thing she'll do.
I mean,
she goes to Australia, first thing she's going to do is have a vacation.
I mean, threatening to send your wife over to me, I don't know if that's a threat or a compliment.
Considered she's retired military, threat.
And B, let's
No, I consider that a compliment.
Holy shit, she's
Now
going to enjoy that.
now that's a woman. Congratulations, sir. Who knows? She might end up being governor soon.
Yeah, she retired from the Air Force
lieutenant.
she retired from the Air Force about a little over a year after I did.
You were Air Force as well?
I was first in the Marine Corps for 4 years and then got out and went to the Air Force for 16 years and retired at 20. And trust me, I got out in 2019 and everything that's going on that occasionally pops up with military stuff right now, I'm just like, I'm so good. And then it's so funny.
You can finally talk about it.
No. It's not that. It's the simple fact that what's going on in the American military right now, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm out. I don't keep up with that shit anymore.
Oh, trust me, Professor, I know you're being sarcastic, but the fact that the media is reporting this shit, yeah, go fuck yourselves.
That sounded like a New York Times. That sounded more like a Babylon Bee thing.
No, they do real news.
Climate change is affecting coffee.
Supposedly. Supposedly.
Look, okay. Since what happened in Virginia the other day, I've noticed just how insane, how really totally insane these people are going. You think Trump got in their head. There you got a Hispanic guy, a black woman, and a white guy running a state. Okay.
Yeah. White supremacy.
Think about how that's going to screw them over.
The governor. And by the way, Semper Fi to my Marine sister, who became the first black lieutenant governor of the state of Virginia. Zipper five. Ooh, rah!
A state that once upon a time held slaves, by the way. Let's
Oh, and the
let's add that. Okay.
And the capital was in there. Was in Richmond.
Yeah. So see, so
Oh, did you hear
that's
this?
progress all the way
It's good.
around, and they won't even acknowledge it.
Oh
I
no.
think LDG wants to say something. He's opened his mouth about 10 times
Yes.
and then stopped.
As good
All
as
right,
that
LDG.
story sounds on the surface, I'm still waiting for the flip change overall bad story details to come out. Whether or not she was bought out by the opposite side, whether or not she gets silenced, whether or not what. Still waiting for it. We'll see. But yeah, so far it sounds good on the surface. Hooray for her.
Did
So,
anyone find out where
here was
those
an
extra
interesting-
20,000 votes from New Jersey came from?
Well, here's an interesting one since you brought up New Jersey, because this is
Probably the
actually
nearest
I think,
graveyard.
a big deal, is you had the 20-year state senator in the state of New Jersey. He was the president of the Senate in New Jersey. He lost to a truck driver who spent $153 on his campaign. This is no joke.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, technically he didn't lose because
Yes, he did.
it wasn't called. I mean, okay, whether it is or not, I'm just saying, like, you can say yes, he lost, but then he should be in power, but he's not.
No, the senator, the current senator who was there for 20 years, he did not win re-election. The truck driver, I believe it's Edmund Durham.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that guy. Sorry, no, I was getting confused. You gotta understand,
No, I got you.
You have 50 states. We have 6, and we do all of our elections all at once. So yeah, it's easy to keep up with what's going on. So,
well, see, but this was not a U.S. senator. This was a state senator.
Exactly. And I think it's a big deal because if you look at...
Sorry, excuse my ignorance. Could you explain the difference between a U.S. senator and a state senator? So I know.
All our states have yes, actually. So we have the Senate and the House of Representatives. They are representing all the states. The senators are representing all the states, but states also have state senators that are representatives of that area, but also the senator in the state.
Okay, so it's the same thing as a national, but just in a microcosm for each state.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine. Now I understand that. I assumed if you were elected a governor or senator or something, that was for your entire state, and that's how you represent. I didn't know there was a subset. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that makes sense. So
yes, and what I thought was so great about it is I started looking at a lot of local elections and a lot of incumbents. People have been there a long time. We're losing. School boards went all kinds of like, we're done with you people. We're sick of what you're shoving on our kids. It was a massive upset in a lot of areas for people who, whatever power they had, got a little too complacent, got a little too sure of themselves, and then they got basically smacked in the face, kicked in the nuts, and said, "Nope, we're done with you. We're gonna try somebody new."
Yeah, we don't have school board elections or anything like that here. If you live in area A and you want to send your kid to area B, just send them there. There's no restrictions on it. Doesn't matter where you like. If my kid has to travel an hour and a half to get to school, and that's the school that I enroll them in, that's where they go.
Yeah, we don't have that here. We have to most of the time if you want to switch from one school to another, because wherever you basically live, that's the school you're assigned to, and then you have to do what is called, at least the times I've had to do it, what they refer to as an inter-district agreement.
Yeah, that's what happened with a friend of mine. He was in Georgia, and he was right on the border, and he was and he was able to get his kids to the next district, but it was a completely different set of things, and I didn't understand it because it's just like, just send your kids there. If they're good enough, they get accepted. Whether it's public school, private school, Catholic school, Judah school, Muslim school, doesn't matter. Like if they're good enough to get accepted, they'll get accepted, and it doesn't matter.
One of the problems here you have is, and I'm going to say it, the freaking teachers unions. They hate private schools. They are against private schools. They are against homeschooling, and they're against charter school. I've seen homeschooling. I've seen articles from professors who are like, these people taking their kids out of public school to homeschool, which I am a homeschool teacher, and my wife is a teacher at a private Christian school. And it's like, they're not teaching their kids the proper way to learn and understand because, this, that, and the other. They get more socialized. They get more understanding of other people. And it's like, no.
No, but here's the ironic thing about that. Teachers, public school teachers, put their kids in private schools. Trust me, I know this. My brother and my sister-in-law, teacher, they put my nephew into a private school. Okay. Public school teacher is my sister-in-law. Okay. She now has a doctorate in education. Made sure her son got what he needed education-wise. They don't want you and me to be able to have that, but they can have it. See, that's the thing. Like, I've heard so many teachers, charter schools don't work, but they will try their damnedest to get their kid in a charter school and block you from getting in there.
For me, that's such a weird thing because, yeah, we have our private sector of schools, and if you want to get in, you just got to be able to pay for it.
Yeah,
essentially. And the idea that you could have, some of the brightest minds that have ever lived, but the fact that they're living in X county or whatever it is, and they only have to go to this school. I now understand a lot of stuff when people say that, you want to take your kids out of public school. Like what I learned at public school, because I was a public educated student. All my friends who were private educated, they're no better off than what I am at the moment. It's because it's a different system here. It's based on different sort of curriculum, but the idea of area based, I find that. I find it fascinating, but I also find it extremely terrifying at the same time. And I get that as a father myself. I literally live I could throw a rock through my school window, the nearest school, because that's how close I live to the school. I'm across the road from it. And if I was forced to send her there, I don't know.
Well, I had a history of dealing with schools, and I don't mean they say, well, that was only one school. No, I've dealt with schools in California, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Indiana, Illinois. Okay, so I understand that I've seen good and I've seen a shit ton of bad, and I've seen it in different areas. And it's a big problem. Oh, I forgot one other one we have, but I'm not too familiar with that term. It's a magnet school. There's magnet schools, charter schools, private schools, public schools. And the problem is you have a lot of people who are in these power bases where they don't want these options available. Oh, they want them available for them, as Mr. Lundell said, but they don't want it for us and they say, well, this affects, and this is the most common thing they say, well, it affects people of color the most to do this because they don't get those choices. Well, says who? If you're not giving them that option, how do you know they can't?
No, they don't want them to have that choice. They don't.
Fish can't climb trees.
Because here's the thing. Look at what happens when they give out vouchers or open up charter schools in predominantly African American Hispanic areas. It's a mad rush to get people. It's a mad rush to get the kids into those schools.
So sorry, once again, my ignorance. What's a charter school?
It's basically a private school that's getting public money. Basically.
And you actually have to get on a list a lot of times to get in these schools. Because people want to go there because there's smaller classrooms, better education, better quality teachers, overall for a lot of these parents than what they're getting at the public school, or as I don't like that term public. It should just be called government run school because that's what it is.
Yeah, that's
So is that
Yeah.
what they do, like the lotteries for people to get into the schools?
Yes.
It
uh-huh.
depends
Some
on
of
the
them
area.
do run lotteries. Yeah.
I'm bringing it back to comics. So Miles Morales, he won the lottery to get into the school before he became Spider-Man. That's how I'm rationalizing my my thought. If I can bring it back to a comics, that's how I'll go when it comes to.
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy. I don't know much about Miles Morales' Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man.
I mean, the Ultimate Universe was fine for what it is. It was very brutal at the end, which I loved. But I mean, they killed Peter. That upset me a bit.
Well, it became a fight because what happened with what really started to, in my opinion, is once COVID hit and these kids were all stuck at home and they were now having more time with their kids because of all the lockdowns and stuff, and really being able to see what their kids were doing, they started to see the writing and the reality that I saw about 7-8 years ago was that there's got to be a better way to do this. And then when you try to go talk to the school board and you try to go talk to the principal, the vice principal, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we want to help you, want to work with you. And then they want to go behind your back and say, you know what? They really want to say, shut the fuck up. You're not the teacher. No, I'm the parent. I outrank your ass.
Yeah.
My wife's 4'8". She scared the shit out of my daughter's teacher, my son's teacher one time.
So
My teacher,
that's why you have all your stuff in the background up on the high shelf. That now makes sense.
What's that?
Or you have all your favorite stuff all the way up in the top back because she's 4'8", whatever it is. So
She can't reach it to throw at you, basically.
she can't reach it. Yeah, I get it. See, that's why you've got to hang up above. Makes sense. Smart man.
Just as long as she doesn't get Voltron, just as long as she doesn't throw a Voltron at me.
Then put it up high, dude. You've got the choice.
I gotta redo my room again.
Yeah.
I gotta work on some stuff.
Either don't piss her off or hang it up high. That's your two options.
Excellent thinking. Excellent thinking. I hadn't thought of that, but you're right.
Well, I learned something new tonight, so thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
The best part
It's always
about
good
having
to. And yeah, like I barely spoken to Captain Trek. I've spoken to him a couple of times in the chat, and I was recommended to come on to the show, and I was like, well, I'll jump on there, and you know, and then half the people that are on here, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know you, like, and then by the end of it, I'm just like, none of you are strangers. These are all just friends I hadn't met yet. So that's how I look at it.
Exactly.
So, hey, Tim. If you're there.
Hello there.
Hey, bud. So, what was your thoughts on the convention at Indianapolis, bud?
Oh, dude, I was really happy with it. Like, at first I was bummed because, you know, we had to cover up our face. Then I saw other people not wearing masks, and then I was like, dude, so I didn't wear one. And then it was so much better, but, like, it was pretty busy, though. It was fun.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I didn't wear once I noticed they weren't really enforcing that, I'm like, fucker's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, it was getting so hot, and like it was already hot in there, and having a bunch of cosplay stuff on, and I saw people from like college and like from my towns there. I could actually, like, when I took it off, I could actually kind of more so see them, and I met random people. We waited like 2 hours in line to meet the voice actor of Naruto.
So did my son.
So did my son. Nice.
Naruto, the voice actor for Naruto,
yeah,
is a chick. Yes, she is. And yes, that was one, if not the biggest line overall over those 3 days.
Oh yeah, it was so long. Like, my buddy's brother was like obsessed with. I'm a fan of Naruto, and they had the voice of Goku on the other side. But like, I saw you got William Shatner himself. You got his autograph, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah,
I got to do a picture with him, talk with him for about half a minute, and he did the autograph. So the picture we got, I had him autograph that. I could have picked one of his stills, but I'm like, yeah, no, I want him to do this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And what they did was somebody were like, well, is that Photoshop because of the plexiglass? No, he had plexiglass up. I'm like, give the guy a break. He's 90 years old, for fuck's sake. He just got back from space.
Yeah. He probably has some space pathogen or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what was kind of going through my head, because I could see him like diagonal. I had a good shot of him. I almost took a picture, but I didn't want to like get in trouble.
Sorry, guys.
Like,
I got to head off. I might be back on a bit later if you're still on, but I've got something. I just
No
I
problem.
got notified I had to do that. I completely forgotten. So, thank you very much. If I don't get to
You're
talk
welcome.
to you again, I love you all,
Absolutely.
and yeah, definitely jump on again in the future. And when I do my big streams, you've all got an open invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tim, did you meet
Nice
Michael
meeting you.
Stackpole?
Oh, do what?
Did you get to meet Michael Stackpole?
No, I did not.
Let me see if let me make sure I'm seeing the right guy here. Be sure I am. Yeah. So Michael Stackpole was there, and I spent so he autographed all the comics I brought him and the 2 books I did, and he had no problem with it. He was having a blast. We were all engaged with him. Everybody was having fun. We were talking about the stories of his X-Wing series that he did with also Alan Alston. And it was probably the most fun I had engaging, because I loved his books. And, I mentioned to him about the characters he made. And I asked him, did he always intend for Corin Horn to be a Jedi at some point? And he said yes. And somebody asked this question. I didn't even think of it. He mentioned I, Jedi, that is based on Corin Horn. And he was it was like, how did you weave him into the academy? And he explained, oh, well, when I read the book and I talked to Anderson, I think, who wrote the trilogy, he's like, he intentionally did not name all of Luke's students for a reason, for that particular reason, so people could maybe make their own character out of that. And when I asked him about Corin Horn and certain limitations, he said, well, when you look at Kip Durham, he was kind of on level with Luke Skywalker. And he's like, I don't want to do another Kip Durham. I want to do something different. So he gave him a character that had force power limitations at certain points, and he had to grow from it. And it was really interesting how he did that. So he was really great to talk to about Star Wars EU.
Well, I noticed some of the guys, whatever, like even like the guy that did Trunks, or the voice actor of Trunks, that guy was like very like super friendly, like engaging with all this stuff. I know it's not Star Wars, but I mean, some of these people surprise you, like how engaged they'll get with you.
Yeah, that's I actually took one of my earliest books I bought, and you can tell I've read it a few times. I took this book to him to get signed.
Oh, nice.
And let's see. Where did he sign it at? I know he signed it because I know I took this book.
And Darius, thank you for putting in the link for Mr. Grant Gregory. Make sure you do subscribe to him. And while you're subscribing to people, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Jedi Bill. He is the featured channel of the day. Yes, his channel's now bigger than mine, but he still needs more subscribers.
Rogue Squadron. Nice.
Yeah, Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron. He was the guy, and he told me that there's supposed to be an X-Wing, like a Rogue Squadron movie that Disney is looking at doing. And I guess whoever the director he said was, or the writer, are using his books and Alan Alston's books as the framework for the movie.
Nice.
And he's
Yeah, I
actually
could-
been in conversations with them. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's a damn good thing.
Yeah, definitely. If they can adopt some of like something sort of from like the from like the EU or whatever, rather than like bringing back old characters and kind of retconning like storylines to make things work. Like as far as like Sokatana and how she's not supposed to be alive, and how Boba Fett's not supposed to be alive. Not that I'm, really complaining. Boba Fett is a cool character, and I'll watch the book of Boba Fett. But let's face it, that book, he's not supposed to be alive. He died in that pit, and then Disney retcons everything. So, but like any like EU type stuff, or the Squadron, or at least that'd be like more so, I guess, original, because we haven't really seen that on screen.
Well, with Boba Fett, there is that time period between the time his dad gets his head chopped off and he gets thrown in the pit. So they can do something with him in that 20 years or so.
Yeah.
Did you do one of the cosplay contests?
I was going to. I didn't get there early enough. They started at like 10:30, and then my buddy that did it, he said, "Man," and he was like, "You're lucky you didn't, because it took him like a couple hours or whatever to even get looked at." And then he made it to the main event, and he went there for another like hour or so, and then he didn't make he got cut out earlier, but he went as like He-Man or whatever. His costume was pretty good, but like, yeah, I didn't make it to the costume contest, but I think I made it there about noon, and then just like we're trying to figure out everything, got checked in, like we ended up staying in a hotel or whatever. But like it was so crazy trying to find a parking spot, like because like the hotels downtown are pain in the butt, because they don't have their own parking garages. So like yeah, it was a quest to actually like get in. Not really familiar with going downtown Indy. It's been a while, so. But
And you were there Saturday. So Tim and I were there the same day.
yeah.
But Tim, I think I left around 3:00, and
Okay.
I don't know where you were at in there, but we were, during that time, we were mostly in line at that point. I was waiting on my son to get through his thing, and then I met Colin Cunningham from Stargate SG-1 and Falling Skies. And then I also met the young man who played Carl. Very sweet kid. In fact, I really thought that was sweet of him. He talked to these people and he said, "Hey, can you say hi to this person? They couldn't make it there." And they did a video chat and they had a conversation. And I was like, "This is such a nice kid."
Nice. Yeah, I don't think we started got in line till about like 5:00 or something, and then we got done about like, I think it might have been like 6 or 6:30 or something, whatever, to like get the autographs. But like, yeah, we were just wandering around. We took a little bit of break and ate some pizza.
I think that's when I think that's when I DM'd you.
Yeah.
You told me you were eating.
Yep. Yeah, we were taking a break. We're like all worn out. We're like, gosh dang, man. And we've been on our feet, and like we're hungry and all that. So yeah.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of nice stuff. Did you get any get anything? Buy anything
Yeah,
nice?
yeah, I got like some sweet like custom made like Dragon Ball Z shirts. Then I got like this poster, some Star Wars stuff, and my buddy, he bought a bunch of like books from like some indie artists, like horror type stuff. He's all into that, and some of their DVDs. And then we checked out some of the events that were going on. They had like LARPing type stuff and like Jedi Academy thing going on, like training people with the lightsaber. And then like we watched some of the arcade type stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do, so we just kind of wandered off. A lot of side room type stuff. We would just kind of chill and see what was going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we did we did a ton of walking around too. So trust me, I understand. I was exhausted by the time by 1 o'clock like I said, by the time we were all done, everybody we were like, we're all ready to go. We got to drive an hour and a half to get back home.
Yeah.
We were just ready to be done. We had everything we wanted. I picked up a Mjolnir and a Sword of Power from He-Man.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that shop. Like, it was kind of, I think it was more so in the middle. They had like literally every merchandise. They had like a Thanos mask too or something.
I think so. They did. Yeah, they really had a good selection. It was so funny, that retro toy store I've told you about that I shop at all the time. It was so funny. Those guys were there at the convention, and they were the ones that had to remind me, because I was like, I know I saw a Sword of Power, and I was like, I want to buy it, and I'm about to leave, so I want to go pick it up. And they also had Mjolnir, and I'm like, yeah, give me those.
Yeah, I almost got the hammer. Yeah, I don't blame you, because like I picked up all our stuff, like, or my stuff I got, and my buddy, he picked it up early. I was like, dude, you probably should wait, because you don't want to carry it around the whole time. And then when people are taking pictures with you, like, I actually met some of my TikTok friends there that I'd, like, never met, like, ever, but we're just friends on TikTok, and they're like, oh, hey, we know you from TikTok. Oh, I was like, oh, we're actually friends on there. And that, which was kind of cool. So I did a lot of picture taking and did some videos, which was cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, I kind of had to.
Did you just do Saturday, or did you do Sunday as well?
We were gonna do Sunday, but I don't know. My buddy ended up, like, he got called into work. He's a server, but we were gonna go on Sunday. My nephew was gonna be there, but yeah, we had to go. And dude, it was a pain in the butt to get out of there, because the Colts game was going on, and yeah, it was horrible. Like, people were going like absolutely everywhere, like kind of like blocking the streets, and people were like, you know, like getting Looney Tune mode. They're like super drunk, just run out. It's like, it doesn't matter if there's like not a walkway. This like run out in front of you, and there's kind of like construction kind of going on, and
there's always construction going on there.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then it takes forever to get out of there. You walk to your freaking parking garage and whatever else, dude. It was crazy trying to leave.
Well, one of the reasons one of the reasons we left at the time we did when we got there, because my setup time for the photo op was in the morning. So what we did was, we got there kind of right around the time they opened, and then by the time we left, you know, as you can, you know, it got really, really crowded.
Let's go. Oh, coffee, nice.
Yeah, like around 7 o'clock, dude, it was started booming. Or like, well, kind of around 5, like it got real busy, and then like 7, we left. I think we ended up leaving around 7:30. Took a break, and then I went back later on. Or whatever. We needed a little bit of break, and we went back.
Wow.
So what I missed? What were you guys talking about?
They're talking about their experience at the convention.
The Comic-Con.
We were at the same. Yeah, we were at the same convention on the same day. Unfortunately, I totally
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Tim,
ago.
Tim, I would have actually have DM'd you earlier. I was so busy with everything else. I totally spaced over. Forgot to say, hey, when do you think you're going to be there? You know, let's meet up and say hi. But you know, maybe next year.
Yeah. And now for something completely different.
Yeah, like my buddy that I knew pretty well. I didn't even know he was going to be there, and I saw pictures of him on Facebook like 3 hours before. I was like, "Wait a second, my buddy John's here," and then like I ended up seeing him towards like the last half hour I was there, and then we took some pictures and did like some like fake fight scene or whatever. I still haven't posted it yet because I'm editing it, but like he was He-Man and I was Kylo Ren, but he had his sword and I had my lightsaber, and we were dueling, and people were just like eating that up, like taking pictures and videos and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
This isn't by chance. Okay, I saw one guy in a He-Man outfit, and he had a lady friend with him, and I don't know her. Would that be the similar person? Maybe.
Yeah, well, she was dressed up. She had like she's really busty, like blonde hair. She has Punisher outfit on.
I don't think I saw her change into hers. I don't remember exactly. I didn't see hers. I saw the guy. Well, actually,
He was like he was super like he's super fit. Like he's really like.
I
jacked.
think we might be talking about. I'll tell you what, Tim. I will DM you the picture I took of him.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that?
That is a good idea. Oh, by the way, while I still have you on, Jedi Bill, what do you have going on your channel coming up?
Oh, I think I might do a watch party later today.
Awesome. What for?
Oh, we're gonna take it. We might do a west. I'm gonna start a new series on Western movies. Some good old westerns.
Cool. I know there'll be a lot of people that'll be interested.
Yeah. Actually, I'm actually thinking about doing one that I haven't seen. It's called something Bone Tomahawk. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's got Kurt Russell in it. Oh, Bone Tomahawk. Yeah, I haven't actually seen the movie. So it'll be a first time watching for me. I heard it was good, so go check it out. The Bone Tomahawk from 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
For some reason, that name does not ring a bell. Most movies I remember hearing about, at least the name.
Well, Western ass and big geek. He did grow up on Men.
What has Bone Tomahawk to do with growing up on Men?
No clue. Aren't Westerns like men stuff?
Usually
in Westerns.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it. I think.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Unless you're talking about Western musicals.
I like how Cockney acts like he's reading, but he's not reading, but he's trying to be reading.
I'm looking at porn. Fuck off.
He's reading the stories.
Yeah.
3 French maids and a
Save on
cucumber.
bandwidth. Get Playboy.
It's asinine and it's stupid, but I like it.
It's like 101, how to be a hipster.
What?
Oh, shoot.
That's what she said.
Confirmed. Sources.
Or denied.
Where'd Bird go?
Sources, rumors.
I'm not
Follow
sure.
him to sleep.
Probably.
Hashtag internet.
He's not feeling well, so
No, he needs the rest.
yeah.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Hipster.
What good?
Sources.
What the fuck is a hipster? Seriously,
Fuck is a what?
the fuck is a
Who the
hipster?
fuck's this guy? Who brought him?
Somebody who likes their coffee a particular way and dresses a certain way.
Generally,
Alexa,
it's,
tweet
it's
my
an
internet
old guy
history.
that tries to act young.
What's a hipster? Have you never seen the Robert My Burnett channel?
2 hours later.
Confirm or deny.
You gotta do it right. You just can't say 2 hours.
2 hours later.
3
2
years later. June part 2.
2 hours.
Get your
That,
lips.
that gets old
Let it puff
really
your lips
fast,
like your
guys.
French.
Come on.
2
Can we have a
Hello,
conversation we're all talking about?
You do it, Bill. Do it.
Let's not and say we did. Okay, how's that?
Wow,
I'm in agreement with Bill. That's a good idea. And yes, normally I don't read the private chat, but you're quite welcome. That's what community is about. We're about building up each other's channels. So yeah.
Ha!
Long live the fighters!
Yes.
And if anyone has Captain Cockney Spock's YouTube page, please post it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Damn the spice! Run! Run!
Trust me, Darius can find anything. He's almost as good as Frog G.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Darius,
awkward.
yo,
Right,
hit us
that's
up
high
later when
praise
you get
right
off
there.
work, eh?
I don't care who's texting me.
You, me, and Madib need
Muad'Dib.
Muad'Dib.
Your
And
name is
hello,
Tim
Robert Rose
Muad'Dib.
Jr. Hello, Jack's Law. Who else have I missed today? It's been
Paul
a
beat
Atreides
me to
looked out across the desert of Arrakis.
and
And
Elihu.
beside he said, "It's coarse, it's a rough, and it fucking gets everywhere."
Thank you for that rendition of Anakin Skywalker from Attack
There
of the
you
Clones.
That wasn't supposed to be the picture.
Confirm or deny.
I knew Darius could find it.
Darius will speak to me about
You beat me to it this time,
the
Darius.
unreliable
You beat me
narrator.
to it, Darius Munchausen.
Oh, that Munchausen guy.
I was like
Munchausen.
He's on it.
millisecond behind you.
That's what she said.
That's confirmed.
How would you know,
denied.
Tim?
Sources,
Sources.
rumors,
Reddit.
campaign.
What? Just doing it. Just doing it.
Doing it right, doing it and doing it and doing it right.
Yeah, but she was born in Brooklyn.
Didn't even
Didn't even know.
Hey Tim, I sent you a DM of the picture of the guy in the He-Man costume.
I sent you a DM.
Hey, what did I tell you about
later,
sharing porn?
I will
another
check my
DM.
Twitter not like now, not
3
later.
years
Check my
later.
Twitter.
I'm sure they could send you one if you really want to have a look, Pickles. You know you love that stuff.
Send a
Because
photo.
you love the chalk.
Dude, yes, Grandpa Geek, that's him. Yep, that's
That
my
is
buddy
him.
John. Yep, confirmed.
Denied.
Hey, let him. Next time you talk to him, just let him know when I talked to him when he was in his costume. That we know each other, because I thought his costume was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it looks great. I think he built, I'm pretty sure he built some of that. Like, it definitely looks like it.
You know what I saw? Tim, I don't know if do you know the game Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, dude, I love that game.
There was right when we were about to leave. There was one lady dressed as Aloy, and I mean her costume was just killer. And my son and my wife, my son, that's currently his favorite character right now.
Oh,
And
dude,
she said she put that whole costume together herself. She had her hair done, the bow, everything. Just looked authentic. She said it was 4 years in the making.
holy crap. Yeah, justice for gingers, everyone.
Mhm.
She's a ginger, so go support that.
Ginger lives matter.
They do. But no, I didn't see that chick, but I would have loved it because that is a good game. If anyone's played that game, it's a good game.
Yeah, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I've got the picture up. We had a guy there that had the. He was dressed up as the Terminator from T2, and he actually was walking around with the rose case.
Huh. Terminator. Wow.
Nah, it doesn't look like I have that picture. Well, it's on my son's thing, but
Funny,
yeah,
Darius.
Aloy that was great. My son did that was one of the best costumes. I was like, you have got to go get in the cosplay contest.
You should highlight Darius Munchausen's just below Ken.
Just a
Jackman.
moment.
Uh-oh.
Pretty
Something hipster.
It's
It's a good one.
mainstream.
Oh, yes.
Confirmed. Sources.
Denied.
Various.
Rumors.
Captain Check stream. Sources. Internet. YouTube.
Correct.
Confirmed.
Lower.
Confirmed.
C'est peu. Tous les messieurs.
Oh, it,
Bobby Yagi. John Wick.
Baba
Boogie.
Yaga.
Yeah, Bobby Yagi. Or Bobby Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
Bobby Yaga.
Bobby
Michael
Burger?
Mick Mignogna?
Shaka Khan.
Look, I'm not the best
Khan.
person to be telling you how to pronounce things.
No, that ain't that the truth. Jeez.
Ain't that the truth?
When is that movie coming out? The was it John Wick 4? Yeah, 4.
The John Wick
Same time
Matrix.
the
Actually, you just might be NB because when you get a certain way, you pronounce very carefully. I guess that's the best way to put it.
It's a week. It comes out a week before the Matrix, right? A week before, or the same weekend.
What?
The John Wick 4 comes out a week before the Matrix, right? Or is it?
I wouldn't think they put two of those movies back to back, but
Why not?
Elihu, you're up very early this morning. The neighbors being
absolutely.
loud.
Elihu?
Yeah, it's very early for Elihu. It's 6:20
Yeah, it is.
a.m.
Yo, Elihu. Hey, did we get what's up with the universe this week, Elihu? I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, Elihu. Come on, we wanna see some
Where's
content.
my
from
science,
you.
man? I need my my weekly dose of Uranus, man.
Weird science.
That's what she said.
Clip that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't he have a license, Lisa?
Mhm. Everybody needs weird science. Every
Weird
now and then.
science.
We keep spending most our lives living in.
Don't sing. Please don't sing.
Wait, what
You're
did
not
Ken
saying
Jackman say?
paradise.
Hipsters are the kind of people that will run a coffee
Wadiba.
shop on their honor system.
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what, Ken Jackman, it'll be the best darn coffee ever, though.
Coffee.
All right, play the coffee clip.
More
Coffee.
coffee.
I think we need a coffee clip.
No, give me Elvira's tits.
That too.
you know what the best type of coffee is?
Listen to me very carefully because I'm only going to
Yeah,
say
all
this
over your
once.
tits.
Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well,
Yeah.
this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just going to have to give up coffee.
Denied.
Wants coffee?
If I'm not mistaken,
dare
that's your
she
third
say
cup
that
this morning.
word.
Fourth, and on a
Ruben.
day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
I don't know that there could be coffee in a nebula. How's that even possible?
Well, it's a plant that grows on the planet.
No,
Everything
it
else.
was, the nebula had a source of power they could store energy that they could use to help refuel the ship.
They went to the Kennedy Nebula and it had coffee.
Something, sources, internet,
Rumors.
space time, continuum, time travel.
Sources, influx.
Yep. Past generator 9572.
Black holes matter.
Yeah. Oh, now you named yourself Rise of the Hipster, so you are a. So Tim, you are a hipster. You're
You know,
leading
I
the
heard they found coffee.
You're leading the charge on the hipster parade.
Yes, I'm. It's the rise of the hipster. Confirmed.
Oh God, my grandson is
Denied.
Sources.
I God, he looks like his mom.
You love your caramel macchiato and double espresso, or
I'm a huge advocate for the caramel macchiato.
I
knew it.
actually agree with you, Tim. I do like a good caramel macchiato now and again.
Yeah, the ice ones are really good. The ice ones. Whew.
Yes, the ice ones.
Yep.
There was this place I had where I went.
You know, I used to think iced coffee was absolutely a crime against, like, coffee shouldn't be cold.
Crime.
Yeah, and then like one day I
Whoa,
had an iced
that
coffee. And
escalated
it's like,
quickly.
this ain't so bad, you know?
Nope.
Jedi Bill's becoming hipster. I feel you.
No.
I got your back.
Once you go
no
down the
hipster
hipster
here.
path, Jedi Bill, forever
Only
will dominate your
you
destiny.
hipster.
Well, this escalated quickly.
Oh, easier the path is of the hipster, more seductive.
Exactly. Ooh, Jedi Bill.
This coffee shop is strong with the power of the hipster. You must be careful.
Yes.
Your weapons, you will not need them.
I don't need to be a hipster. I got enough clout to go around.
No one means to be a hipster. It just happens, doesn't it?
It does. So seductive.
1 minute you trade your car in for a penny farthing bicycle. You throw away your MP3s, get vinyl. Before you know it, you're wearing a gingham shirt, brewing your own coffee.
Wearing a beanie.
Well, I'll be wearing a beanie in about a week if it keeps getting colder when I go out, especially if I'm working in the yard.
Confirmed.
Hey, I made the mistake, Tim. I made the mistake. You laughed, but I made the mistake one time when it was cold in North Carolina in the Marine Corps, and we had to do a run, and I didn't put a beanie on, and I was literally running half the time trying to cover my ears because I thought they were literally going to freeze because it was so damn cold. I had gloves on, sweats, and everything, and it was like that was the one and only time I didn't have my beanie.
Yeah, it gets cold here in the Midwest. It's really cold.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she said.
Indeed. Sources.
Muad'Dib.
LDG knows. Jerry. LDG.
Bringing the pressure.
LDG.
Jerry.
We gotta shorten LDG's name. Like
D.
Pickles.
You guys need to
pickles
up for once, and let's have a interesting conversation about something, anything. Jesus.
Oh yeah, whatever.
You guys are going round and round and round, and you know you're boring some people.
All right, Jedi Bill. You know, Jedi Bill, I like your brother, Jedi Bill.
Calm down there, Bill. The fuck, man.
Hey.
What do you want to talk about, Jedi Bill?
Got a good idea. What do you want to talk about, Jedi Bill?
Do you know the origins of the song Turning Japanese?
No.
Do you want to?
I could care less.
Would you like to hazard a guess, Jedi Bill, of the meaning of the song Turning Japanese by the Vapors?
Jedi Bill, why is it 797? Why is it not 798?
Let's talk about something I absolutely know nothing about. What is the definitive best episode of Star Trek ever?
You don't want to know about
what
Japanese.
Series? What episode? There you go. Go.
Oh, it's all about you, isn't it? It's about masturbation and orgasm.
I would have to say In the Pale Moonlight.
Oh God,
I'm with Captain on that one.
I'm sure that one
I'm
episode
100%
about the
with
Starship
Captain on that
and
yeah, of course you are, because we've talked about this a million fucking times. You know, sometimes I actually feel like the Q in the episode freaking where they go to the continuum and they see everybody bored as fuck.
Okay, what did I miss? What's LGR got his draws in a knot about?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Let's talk about something we've already talked about 1,000,000 times over.
Well, you've got Elihu saying more trouble with tribbles. You've got Ervik Thunder saying Way of the Warrior. Notice the three that we've said so far, all from the same series.
Wow. Nice.
We all know that Move Along Home is the best episode.
Oh my God, that's almost a kickable offense for saying that.
I mean, yeah, if you're on crack, yeah, it's a great episode. If you're on crack.
What about you, Mr. Lundell? What is your favorite episode?
Pale Moonlight. That to me, that is the ultimate Trek episode.
The most misunderstood episode in Star Trek history. That's your favorite? Okay.
Well, in the Pale
How can it
Moonlight,
be
it's not
misunderstood?
misunderstood.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Ha!
How is it misunderstood? You don't understand it. Everybody else does.
Because you all think it's about freaking Cisco, and it isn't.
No, it's about the
It's not about Cisco. It's about the system that he works in and how he had to take that and put it over here and do something that no way in hell he should do to make sure the Federation survives a war.
It shows how
that's what it was about.
That sounds pretty asinine and stupid to me.
The entire episode was showing you how fucking smart Garrick was. Because he played everybody
no,
like
it was
a fucking
telling
fiddle.
you how ruthless Garrick
He played
was.
everybody like a fiddle. And got
No,
away
he
with
didn't play everybody.
Look, Cisco had to admit he went to him because he could do what Cisco could not do. It was easy for Cisco to cover up what Garrick did. It was not easy for him to actually do it.
Like,
that's why Garrick.
He played Cisco like a fool.
No, he did not.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Absolutely not.
Cisco knew that was going to happen. Deep down,
Cisco know that was going to.
He knew. Look,
he knew what Garrick
he's dealing with a man. He was dealing with a man that worked for the most ruthless organization, probably in that quadrant.
The Obsidian Order didn't even have the level that the Obsidian Order was considered stronger than the Tal Shiar.
Yeah.
Denied.
The Dominion feared the Dominion feared Obsidian Order more than they did the Tal Shiar.
Oh, that's what
she remember
said.
what he said too. He goes, "That's why you came to me, because you knew I could do the things you couldn't do." Well, guess what? You're going to get what you want. The Runners are going to join the war, and all it costs you is the life of one criminal, one Romulan senator, and the self-respect
of a Starfleet
officer. I don't know about you, but I call that a bargain.
Yeah.
And then the next scene is one of the best damn scenes in all of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because I can live with it.
Computer erase. Okay. That was the beauty of it.
Yep.
He wasn't logging this to log it. He just wanted to.
He was venting anger and frustration.
What he was doing.
Yeah. He was venting that frustration because he had to recognize the fact that I went to a ruthless guy to do some ruthless shit because I couldn't do it.
Because he's like, a guilty conscience is a small price to pay for the safety of the Alpha Quadrant. So I will learn to live with it because I can. I can. Computer, delete that entire log.
Yeah. See, only you and Salty Trekker don't like that episode.
Don't you ever do that again. Don't you dare ever put anti-trekker and me under the same understanding ever again, okay? I will come over there and I will take that fucking
Somebody
cable
clip
cord
this.
and stick
Somebody
it so
clip
far
this.
up where the sun don't shine, okay? You won't be able to
Jerry,
eat the cookies I send you
pickle,
because you won't have any room left in your stomach.
Pickles, pickles, pickles.
Pickle.
Hey,
Tim,
Tim,
what about you,
I
buddy?
need to
What
sign
was
your
your
head. I
favorite
need to sign
episode?
Oh, I'm Pickle Rick.
I'm not a hardcore Trekkie, but I do like it. The one I most memorize, I guess, is the episode where he's like, "Risk, risk is our business. That's what the starship's all about. That's why we're aboard her." That's whatever episode,
It's our business.
13, or I can't remember. It's in the first season. I like that one.
And I hate to tell you, but fucking Scorpion had the best moment ever in Star Trek. That might be a really good episode, but no moment in Star Trek beats fucking Scorpion when you had Kim saying 1 Borg cube, 2 Borg cube, 5 Borg cube, 15 Borg cubes. And you saw the scene where you had a shitload of Borg Armada coming towards Voyager. That was the single most hair-cringing, blood-tingling scene in Star Trek.
That was the first time in Voyager that they finally got their feet down and figured out what they were doing with the captain. And they had to introduce the Borg again to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew it was coming, though.
Yeah,
We all knew it was coming because they were in the Delta Quadrant.
Well, they had been saying that from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Most anticipated episode, most hair-cringingly freaking crazy scene in the. I literally thought that was the last episode. I thought it got canceled. I thought we were done. I was like, "There's no way Voyager's getting out of this."
We all knew she was coming. That's what she said.
And then you have the famous scene where you have what's her name saying, "Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts."
What about you, Captain Spock? Jack Ben, I would hands down agree that is one of my favorite episodes too of TOS. Balance of Terror and Doomsday beat it out, but Devil in the Dark is my third.
Funny how no one brings up Arena for a TOS favorite.
Oh, with Flavius?
With the lizard. Kirk fought the lizard guy.
Oh, Kirk fought the Gorn.
There's a reason for that. That is, it had to be specifically designed to withstand the pressure. Even the captain's yacht, which we never saw, would not have withstood that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, this is the thing about Tom Paris. He is, while he's a pilot, he's also a skilled builder. One of my favorite episodes, and now I'm drawing a blank on it too, is the one with the solar sail with Cisco and Ben and his son, because that was literally the one time, and it was not the one time, but one of the first times in Star Trek we really saw a father and son bonding time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I've always called that episode a father and son odyssey.
That's a good. I like that. I like that, Mr. Lundell.
You know, because usually they when they do that in movies, there's tension between the two, but there was no tension between Cisco and Jake. It was just like, well, Dad, I know you want me to go into Starfleet. I'm not really that. I'm not. That doesn't really seem to me what I want to do. I like writing. Check this out. And he's like, okay. And, you know, this needs a lot of work, but it's pretty good kind of thing, you know.
You know, it's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they're critiquing. He's like, he thinks he may, you know, He thinks he's done a great job, and he's saying, "Oh, it's a good start. It just needs, and he goes through and explains to his son what he feels is missing from the book. And this is coming from a reader's perspective, not a critic's perspective. It's just he's trying to tell, and then you have Jake being like, okay, he's getting, this is the first time we ever see Jake get feedback on his writing.
Yeah.
I thought Drumhead was pretty good too, even though it didn't have that much action.
It was not supposed to be action.
No shit,
Drumhead was definitely a fantastic episode.
It was a very good episode.
When Kirk says, not Kirk, sorry, Picard says, villains in the old age are easy to spot when they're twirling their mustache, but those who shroud themselves in righteousness and things like that, those are the ones that are hardest to see. And I'm paraphrasing and probably butchered that a little bit. It's been a while since I've seen it. But the point is, one of the things about Picard is not only is he an archaeologist, he's in a lot of ways a philosopher.
Yeah, that line was pretty deep, and you see that ages well, because you see that here, especially on YouTube, where people hide behind virtue signaling and righteousness, and they're absolute scumbags, pieces of shit. So yeah, you see that even today.
I would definitely go with Kinjek Ben on that. Measure of a Man. Oh yeah,
Measure of a Man was good.
It's a great episode. That's why I can't stand Picard, because I'm like, I go back to that. And I'm like, no, this is not Picard.
That and latent. What was it? Latent. I liked latent image. What was it called? Latent image. The one where the doctor realizes he killed somebody.
Which doctor? Oh yes,
The Doctor.
Voyager. Yeah. Yes. And his program, they had to edit his program because he lost his ethical. And they did it, and then Janeway realizes, as they're going through it, realizes they did something wrong. They took something away from him. And they did it without really considering how it would impact him. TNG Skin of Evil, yeah. The ending was for a character. Well, this was the first time we ever saw in Star Trek a main character die. Well, wait a minute. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. In a series.
No, that was all around bad episode.
What about you, Mar? What was your favorite episode? I mean, we have 725 to choose from.
I think Mara's busy right now. I don't know what's going on.
No worries. Episode, okay, Captain Trek, I got one for you. If you want to segue into something else. Episode you hated. Episode that you thought was one of the worst.
Worst Trek episode?
Sure.
That would have to be.
What about you, Captain Trek? What do you feel was probably the worst episode?
That's what she said.
Let's see here. Original series, that would be Miri.
That's a common one.
Mm-hmm.
Next Generation, let me think.
Jessica, more sedation.
Let's see. The more, yeah, that I don't remember the episode title.
Three pipes.
It was just brought up, so I'll have to look in the chat again.
Robert Reiser, they stayed dead. They came back to life. They didn't stay dead.
Denied. Rumors.
Oh, Skin of Evil. Skin of Evil. That was the worst.
Evil, yeah. No, I take that back. Worst episode is the last episode of Enterprise.
Oh, and the
takes the cake.
These are the voyages. Yeah, I would agree. What about you, Jedi Bill?
Okay, first question. I stepped away for a moment.
The episodes. Oh God, the episodes I don't like. I don't really have any in TOS that I despise. I have some I don't like, but I don't really have any I
Get it on the
dislike.
edge of forever. Fucking dog shit.
Hey, can you see this? Let me turn that up for you.
Oh, pickles, Jerry.
One of the episodes, I can't remember the name of it, is in DS9. And that's the one where Worf's brother gets his memory wiped. And I felt that just was so out of case, so his brother could still live, but not feel. And I just felt this was a betrayal of them. I thought it was a betrayal of Worf in a sense, and it was so out of character for Worf to go that route. It just, I can't think of the name of the title because I don't watch it. I don't watch that episode. I can't stand it because it's so out of character for him to do that to Kern.
Wasn't it called like Son of Mogert or something?
Actually, I don't think it's out of character.
Yeah. You got to remember, Worf always saw himself as a traditionalist when he really wasn't.
Well, it took Jadzia to really kind of get him out of his shell. Because, you know, as Curzon, she had a lot of experience with Klingons. But if you remember, even in TNG, he's all about duty and stuff. But when it comes to, you know, she says you're a paragon of Klingon values and virtue. When it comes to relaxing, letting your hair down. And I like that episode because, you know, you finally find out why he is such the type of Klingon he is. Because he accidentally killed somebody. And I thought that was, I thought just those little bit of lines really, as I watched TNG, after seeing that in DS9, late, you know, knowing about that when I was binge watching, I was like, this makes so much more sense now. And it adds to his character.
Yep.
Hey.
You're there? You okay? Got me, Spock?
Yeah, it's great.
Something sort
One of my, Mr. Lundell, you know what one of my favorite lines was?
More sensitive.
Hey, Mr. Lundell, you know what one of my favorite lines was?
What's
When
that?
Jesse asked, so what's it like being the emperor of, being the chancellor of Klingon Empire for just a few seconds? Ice coat. I think that was something nice because that would have been one of the few times you've ever seen him lighten up.
Good morning, Tabasco scenario. Welcome.
Good morning, guys. Car, how are you?
Hey, Basco.
Good
Remember that
morning.
one episode on DS9 where they went back and what is it? DS9. Fuck! It's the one where they went back in the past, the transporter accident on Earth, and Bashir and Cisco gets caught in the Bell riots.
Past
An
tense.
example of option 3 time travel where they rewrite history multiple times.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. When Cisco did the Gabriel, when Cisco went in and, they have that thing where he has to portray Gabriel about, this is when I switched and said, no, Cisco's my captain. When Bashir's like, have we really evolved? Could we just, when the chips are down, we can go to this? And Cisco's like, I don't know, but it's a Starfleet officer. It's my job to make sure it doesn't happen. By the way, you should highlight some of Kinjek Ben's because he's really bringing up a good point to counter what I said being out of character. And they're bringing up specific moments and stuff that I'm like, okay, I'm starting to maybe come around to that.
And hope you're doing well this morning, Bosco Scenario.
This one I thought really kind of drove it home too. Because, okay, remember the whole point was when he's disabled and he wants Riker to end his life, and he's like, well, it's not my position, it's your son. He's a child and part human. A Klingon is a man when he can hold a blade. And, okay, you guys are bringing up good points. Thank you. That's adding some different. I'm going to have to watch a few episodes again to kind of look at that comparison.
Let's see, but Worf only came to that conclusion because of what number one had told him.
Yep.
By refusing that. Worf did not want Alexander to kill him. He wanted Riker to do it. Worf knew Alexander couldn't do that because of the way his mother had brought him up.
And his mother brought him a certain way. And remember, Worf was raised by, and for all lack of a better term, Russians. And they have a certain set of values in Russia that, say, America doesn't have, and they have values that we don't have. And he, had nothing but mad respect for his mother and father.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Kinjek, then how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
by the way, great
I'm
points.
doing all right.
Great points you were bringing up. By the way,
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify. Despite all of Worf's Klingon contrivance is pretty much what it is. He knows absolutely nothing about Klingon culture. Even when he tried to court Grilka, it didn't work out for him. He was just going through the motions.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
And a lot of the things that he did were his Starfleet upbringing, his human upbringing, interpreting Klingon beliefs and everything that he thought it was. So it's one of those things where he when he does do something that seems out of character for him, it's not. It's perfectly in character because he's walking the line of both societies and trying to maintain what's best for both. That's even why he killed Gowron and gave away the power to Martok.
Well, no, he killed Gowron because Jadzia convinced him that was the right thing to do.
Yes, he took counsel from a Trill, which no other Klingon would have done.
Because both Worf and Martok,
he's walking the line, and he's right there on the line between both worlds.
Well, see, both Worf and Martok were right
there. He gave
there
away power. No Klingon would ever have done that. He even gave away the Sword of Kahless. No Klingon would have done that.
Well, see, Worf and Martok were basically right there when it came to obeying a superior. It took what Jedzia told
Did
him.
everybody go quiet or what? Did I just? Is my
No,
I
Mr.
can't hear
Mondale was
anything.
talking.
My
Try
Ken
again.
Jack Ben.
Hello?
Hello?
Reboot.
did I?
Okay, you guys are
Oh
actually
man,
bringing up excellent points, and I appreciate that. And now that I'm
I'm out.
thinking
Hold
about
on, I
it,
gotta leave.
yeah, it is a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch those films. Think of, I guess I could think of, if I was going to go there, I would compare Superman and Worf kind of in a similar boat. They both learned about their culture, but they didn't live that culture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because when Worf is around all those Klingons and he's partying with Kern, he's like, "You would drink with our enemies? How many are Galrons? How many are Duras? Who cares? We are all Klingon." And he's like, he talks about, he goes, "It's a nothing in your heart but starboard thrusters," and stuff. He goes, "Live this day, for tomorrow we all may die."
Yeah. See, and that's Klingon mindset. So it doesn't matter who you party with, just party.
Exactly.
Tomorrow we'll kill each other.
That sounds like
Okay, you know what? I'm glad I brought that up because got a lot of feedback from you guys. Great feedback, by the way. And with that being said, Cap, I got to get going.
Absolutely.
Everybody have a great one. Peace and long life. Kapla.
Alrighty. So anyway, worst Trek episode for me, Spock's brain.
That's definitely on the list. Yes.
Brain and brain and brain. What is brain? Oh, you dumb bitch. But then they hook her up to the machine, and the machine teaches her how to kill. Okay. Oh.
You know, one of the, I would say another category would be, there were episodes that just didn't quite, they had potential, but just weren't there. Yeah, For the World is Hollow and I Touch the Sky would be one of them for me. Because they never really go into what medical knowledge that McCoy discovered. You know, what did he learn from the catalogs, of all the stuff they had? You know, what did he bring back that they were able to cure? Because these people had known it for hundreds of years. They never, they could have played off of that at some point, but it's just,
Yeah. Well, anywho.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna tap out. I gotta go.
Absolutely.
See you around, Tim.
Yep. Nice
Later,
being back on.
later, number one hipster.
Yes, rise of the hipster. Yes, Captain Trek 500 soon, my man.
Well, I can hope eventually. Eventually, it's
you
fine.
Can do it.
19 more. It's doable before the end of the month.
For sure. But yep, always a great time. I will
they
talk to
had
you all
wasted
later.
episodes too.
Yep.
Take it
Peace,
easy, Tim.
everyone. Later.
Take it easy, Tim. You have a great day.
Thank you, Tim.
I think the number one wasted episode
And,
in DS9 was the Forsaken.
Jedi Bill, I think I'm going to go ahead and end things. Is there anything you want to talk about before I end the stream?
No. It's a good stream, man.
Anything you want to bring up? Because, I mean, you are the featured channel of the day, Jedi Bill.
Yeah, just check your listings or notifications when I put up a broadcast, a live stream, or
when's your next
short? I don't know. Maybe tonight.
All right. Keep your eye out on your notifications for Jedi Bill. Could be uploading a video, could be having a soup, could be having anything. Just keep an eye on the notifications. I don't know if Bird will be up to doing anything today, so if not, maybe I'll be back on later. But I do want to thank everybody for joining. Everybody who's been on the panel, everybody who's been in the chat, thank you so much. If you'll be so kind as to share, like, do all the normal stuff. And it really does help. Thank you so much. Have a great day.